Tiger 74. We have Russian hacker crypto faggots in the open on the YouTube channel. Requesting napalm. I'll copy over.
I don't know what to tell you guys, gentlemen. Sometime between 9 or 10:30-ish, plus or minus 15 minutes. It took exactly 4 minutes for my main channel and the email attached to it to get hacked. And the two-factor authentication did not work because I don't know. And somebody completely hacked it and was live streaming on there. And I spent the entire day throwing fits trying to get somebody at YouTube's attention. So I don't know if I'm ever going to get the channel back, or they just said, this guy Pop, we're waiting for a reason to delete his channel. Boom. So if you guys can get on Twitter and, basically at Team YouTube and basically bombard them with like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, I've had that channel for 16 years. We've had some strikes in the past. We never went over 2 strikes. I played fast and loose with the rules. I get it. But yeah, this is kind of egregious, and I'm beyond pissed off. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do moving forward.
We're going to figure it out.
Bring on Steve and Jimmy. Come on in.
What's going on? Who did that? Okay, I'm sorry, button pushing monkey. I'm not used to you being there this early.
No, yeah, I did reach out to Team YouTube on Twattersphere there, and they gave me a couple suggestions. Haven't heard anything back from them.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they keep sending, here's your recovery link. I go to the recovery link. I put in the redonkulas12gmail.com. Then it's asked me for the password for that email, which is already compromised. I put the old password in, and then I get to a screen where you have 2 cell phone numbers, which are not mine or Blake's. So there's virtually no way to recover this. This is unbelievable. And there's no way to get a hold of a human or an emergency contact. This is $100 to $250 billion company. They have a monopoly on the internet, email, and other services online.
Well, that's why they don't have to have customer service, though.
I listen. I got it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that email was connected to the Google Drive, which had my debit card in there, so I could easily prove it's mine because I still have a physical copy of the debit card. It's in my wallet. I've already gone to the bank and I put in a fraud alert and got a new debit card.
Good call.
But yeah,
let this be a warning to all of our listeners out there, man. It took 3 minutes for them to hack.
Yeah, and
so
the 2-factor authentication just does not work. It does not work. I don't know how they got
through. Hacked that quickly and they know what they're doing. Yeah, it doesn't work because they've changed it all already.
Well, the thing is they have to have a tool that gets beyond the 2-factor, or maybe they clone my phone. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
So if anybody out there has got any ideas on how to, deal with this, let me know. The email that we do have access to is redonkulaspop@gmail.com. So I have no idea what's going on here.
I'm gonna have to set up an SOI for us, and we're gonna get some stuff squared away. We'll change the email that we send everything to. We'll get a centralized one for that, and we'll get it on some encrypted services. and we'll just start rebuilding from there. YouTube was your primary channel for years. I know that, man.
I mean, and
I get it. But the mission goes on.
I know.
We can rebuild.
This requires money to keep running, and I got 60% of our baseline revenue from YouTube. The little bit that we got, I mean, literally, we're already working on a shoestring budget. Now it's even less. So I don't know what to do.
Well, everybody out there, if you're listening, switch over to Rumble. Anybody you know who listens to the show, get them to switch over to Rumble. Let's get all of this shit. YouTube just screwed us hard, so let's screw YouTube back.
Well, I mean, we have 10,000 guys max, and it's not that they're not going to miss that.
You know what? They're not going to miss it, but we can at least give them the bird as we get thrown out of the airplane, man.
Yeah, I know. But I don't understand what's going on. So could somebody let me know, were they watching the channel earlier and what time they took it down so I can have a time hack for that?
Oh, yeah. See if
because I'm thinking of getting a lawyer and suing YouTube for this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm really upset.
Wow. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. You got every right in the world to be upset over this mess. This is. I don't
know. I don't know if we can continue. I'm that fucking pissed off right now. I mean.
Yeah, we can. Yes, we can.
Yeah.
We will be able to continue. We've been through worse shit.
So apparently they took it down at 6:35 p.m.
Okay. Well, good. At least they caught the hack. Now let's see if they'll try to do anything to recover it.
All right.
Companies like that, they've got backups. They may try to roll it back to a certain point.
I don't know, man.
You may be stuck in a bureaucratic process.
Yeah, I'm just being a defeatist right now. I'm pretty upset. And the thing that really messes me up is I had a whole bunch of pictures. I had like hundreds of pictures of my girls on there, and they're gone. And some of those I'll never be able to replace.
I understand. Man. I'm sorry for that. That's some fucking rough shit.
Yeah. So I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. I'm fucking at a loss here. Like and subscribe to the new YouTube channel, because that might just be the new YouTube channel. Well, and it's going to take probably, if I continue this, I don't know, it's going to take like 3 months to upload, 16 years worth of shit. It's kind of fucked up. You try to do the right thing and save people's lives, and all you do is get fucked with, stabbed in the back. I just can't believe that.
I hear you.
And all of the administrators who ever touched the Gmail or the Google Drive, you need to download malware bytes and scan your fucking computers.
Yeah.
Because, I scanned one of my computers upstairs. The one I use on the regular, it had 115 malware byte things. I don't know if one of those is responsible for it. I just don't get it. So
that's crazy.
Okay. An update on that, and Cliff 3188 is letting us know that him and Nate have recorded that whole entire live stream. So
good.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've been jumping back and forth in the Gilded when I can, and let's just say some things have been put in motion. Hopefully, things can get recovered here. But
maybe they did the stream and then they just nuked the channel on their way out the door because they don't want to get, because to live stream, you have to have an IP address.
I mean, that's a legitimate possibility. It sucks ass for us.
But the thing is, there's got to be a better way. This is just unbelievable that you can't get any customer support. I mean, YouTube has probably made well over $100,000 on my channel in the past 16 years. Well over. Yeah. Especially when 90% of my material was, not suitable for, or limited advertising. And even on each one of those videos, limited advertising,
They ran ads anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, they ran the same amount of ads. I went to the Warren library and checked it. I had 2 computers next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I had, my channel up there. I started one that had been with limited monetization and one that wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And they ran the exact same advertising on the videos.
Wow.
Virtually, they weren't at the same time, but a 20-minute video, you're going to get, 3 or 4 ad spots in there.
Yeah.
And most of my videos are 30 minutes or less. And the ones that are limited monetization, they're still doing 3 and 4 ads, but I'm not getting paid for it.
So I just had the curiosity got to me. I want everybody in the chats to go to YouTube and do a search for redonkulas.com because it is not showing up on my end. So
Yeah.
they may or may not have nuked the channel.
It says this video is no longer available. The YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated. So there you go.
Wow.
Yep.
That's insane.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man. I'm at a loss here.
We will figure this out. Okay.
I mean, I'm absolutely powerless.
Yeah. I hear you. Like, oh, well, for fuck's sake. I have an emergency. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, what do you think, Jimmy?
Yeah, as soon as I got the notification there earlier today, and I was like, well, what the fuck is going on? So I looked into it. Sure enough, I got logged out of the Redonkulas side of things.
Yeah.
The Gmail, the YouTube, everything. I was able to get logged back into the Rumble side, so we're good there.
Well, we changed we changed all the passwords, so I'm sure you got a hold of Blake and got the new password.
Yep. I was in communication with him as well.
Okay.
And like I said to the folks in the Gilded chat, that's how I actually found out was Red Pill Rhino made the announcement on his side and then came over to the other side. I was like, what?
I mean, I knew something was going on, and then he called me like 5 minutes later as I was like, what's going on? I thought maybe I lost internet service, but yeah, I literally lost the entire thing. So I don't know if we can get it back or not. I don't know.
Well, let's fucking hope so. I'm going to be pretty much up Team YouTube's ass on Twitter saying, hey, let's get this unfucked.
Yeah.
And do it now.
So, but it says it says the account associated with this video has been terminated. So I don't know if if YouTube did that. If it said deleted, maybe I'd have a case for the guys who hacked it, did it. So yeah, listen, we are streaming to Grunt Speak Shorts, so that we are streaming there now. Yep,
more than likely the channel got fucking nuked because I just clicked on the link that I sent, or I had on that tagged Team YouTube in. The page is not available.
Yeah, and Anthony Williams is saying YouTube is working now. It's not the original YouTube channel. I mean, let me refresh this and maybe I don't know. Nope. Still gone. Yep. It is gone like Donkey Kong.
The channel is just toast?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's terminated.
Yep. But the fucked up thing is, and this was brought to my attention a while back, some dude named Pavel Kazmierski.
Yeah.
He's been reposting a bunch of your shit too. So I don't know if that's connected.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people reposting stuff. We told people to repost stuff, remember?
Yeah.
But these are from 8 years ago, not from recent.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, but most of that stuff, he doesn't have more than 200 views on his stuff.
No.
So I mean, trying to second guess. I mean, I don't have access to the
We're gonna look. We've got enough of a mission here, and we've got some real serious stuff coming up pretty soon too. People like Tucker Carlson broadcast on Rumble, so at least we can continue to make a dent when we figure out how to do this. We've got some actual contacts from our last show on Tuesday. Plus, we've got to figure out how to get some grant funding. Now more than ever, that becomes important. I need to do some research on that. Pop, I need those questions from you.
All right.
Grant funding. Okay. Let's just take this like the freaking special warfare guys and go, okay, everything is fucked. Okay. What's the alternate?
No, I get it, man.
Let's just do it.
I
hear you. I hear you. I know your level of frustration. I'm 100% behind you. Do I need to come down there, gently oil your butt, and give you a hug?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code Morality Statute.
Yeah. You can't
really.
you can't get a hold of anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
I've literally
Yeah,
been trying to
really
this
well.
whole goddamn
I'm
thing.
gonna damage your psyche though.
Why would you do that?
Great. Now someone's going to clip that and put Hillary's face on it.
Is that a Tarun?
No, that's a 66-year-old woman in a bikini.
It looked like a Tarun.
Yeah, I know.
And she's in good shape for 66, but
yeah,
That's
there's
what they make
things
paper.
that are just not necessary.
That's what they make paper bags for.
That is true. That is true. Now we have to ask this question. I'm starting early. I want to break this mood of gloom and doom, and I want to ask you. Bonnie Blue slept with 1,000 men in 24 hours and now plans to sleep with 2,000 men on June 15th. What do you call a girl like that? We're not on YouTube. We can say things. We're free.
Well, we're still on YouTube, but
No, we're not. All right,
Yeah,
now.
we're on the Grunt Speak shorts.
Are we really?
yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
Sorry about that,
Grunt Speak shorts there. But I did take a second look. Twitch and Twitter are also not connecting over there.
Yeah,
Twitter is not connecting. I noticed that.
Well, yeah, I don't know why. Well, the Twitter's not connecting because it's still using the Redonkulas 12 email. So we might have to redo a whole new Twitter. And we're going to have to take steps not to use co-mingle Google or any other shit with any of the other stuff because we just can't afford this again.
Yeah, this was kind of a disastrous little. We're going to have to do some work.
I just can't believe you cannot contact them to unfuck this thing. It's just beyond. I just don't understand that.
Yeah. This isn't a case of too big to fail. This is a case of so big they don't give a fuck.
Yep. Yeah, when you have to use
don't care about you.
when you have to use an alternate platform like Twitter to get a hold of someone from the company that you're wanting to talk to, and you can't, and they don't go through their own fucking contact us bullshit,
Something's wrong.
you're fucking up by the numbers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you are. I mean, I'm beyond pissed off.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I'm such a negative Nelly right now, but I'm just.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to continue to bombard you with stupid shit.
Yeah.
Until you get over this. So let's get right into where'd it go? I thought I shared it.
What?
Here we go. Hang on. We need to know.
Would you rather one night with us or a year's supply of this sandwich?
That looks like a barbecue brisket sandwich, and I can get one of those down at Buc-ee's for $11. A year's supply, I'm assuming, would be 3 a day, so that's $33 a day times 365 days a year, which comes out to a little over $12,000 in monetary value. On your best night, the two of you are worth $80 together, minus the cost of a hotel room and treating gonorrhea. So I don't even know how you came to ask this question. Women, y'all talk a lot about choosing the bear. I choose the brisket sandwich.
That's not bad.
A delicious brisket sandwich or two
Buc-ee's.
worn out whistle sacks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's a
gonna
hard
go with
one.
brisket. I'm going to go with the brisket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's another thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just.
We're going to pull out of this. We have gone through worse. You and I both have gone through worse. You lived in a fucking car. I literally lived on a collapsing army cot in the back room upstairs in your house.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. We have both been through infinitely worse. Jimmy, I don't know what you've been through, but I hear it involves cornfields and farm animals.
Just cornfields. Just cornfields.
Yeah. So what we might do is get another email address, start another YouTube channel, which won't be monetized in the beginning, and keep that on the back burner. We'll have to upload all of the whiteboard stuff.
Okay.
And then I don't know. You know what? I might have to. Let's see if we can rally up the regiment and see if we can get a little army, an army for PR, public relations purposes. Meaning, we're gonna. I lost a Google Drive. If I don't get that back, I'll have to set up another one.
Ooh.
And then we can upload the videos to the Google Drive in various folders and give people access to those folders so they can upload them. So it's because if it's
There are a couple of different cloud services. You and I are going to get together. We're going to go over this when we go over do the SOI. There's a couple of cloud services that are pretty cheap. There's one called P Cloud that's really good. What we need is a little bit of redundancy.
Correct.
So that if this happens, we've got a way to pull everything back and put it up there. And what we can do is say, okay, we're saving a quarter.
Well, we do
we're saving 3 months on this drive, and then we rotate that every 3 months.
All right, we'll come up with a plan. But yeah, I mean, listen, guys, this is a very critical mission.
Yeah.
We have 44 veterans a day committing suicide, and that's a light number. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
The way it works out in America, 2,000 men commit suicide a day from some of the studies that I've looked at. So if you think 44 of those 2,000 are only veterans, you're out of your fucking mind. I mean, everyone here who watches this show knows somebody who self-deleted. Everyone.
Or somebody who's at least sincerely thought about it.
Correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
And
look, the show we had on Tuesday when we had Brandon and Bob and Don on from Bob and Don are from veteranhope.org. I've been talking with them this week, and they've already got a couple of people who want to come on. Well, Brandon's found a couple of people who want to come on. One of them went through a really serious battle, and he needs to come on a show and be able to talk about this stuff. And this is the place for that. We need to make this happen.
I mean, but we had 134,000 subscribers on the old channel. I mean, how long is it going to take for us to rebuild that, especially with YouTube taking 200 subscribers off a day?
110 typically. I've got all the data from that up to this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I screenshot that every single morning up until today. So,
yeah. But we need to really get a lot of the regiment involved in this and just bombard Team YouTube on Facebook, on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Who's up for a tasking or two? We'll start putting some stuff out there and requesting taskers. See if guys will help us out and get some of this stuff directed.
Yep. But again, it's a shitty situation, but one thing we can always count on is the regiment. The regiment over here, we got Alex Patino with $5 says that also tells me the hackers had insider assistance at the YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
Maybe. But here you go, Pop. Since we're in the doom and despair, Songbird says make a poem about it.
I'm not really going to do that.
He's not going to make a poem right now.
No, I'm not in that wheelhouse. Like, for me to actually write poetry, I got to be in a very It sounds gay, but I got to be very melancholy because something about that just turns on the brain pan and it just flows. I don't understand. I don't know why. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
The same thing with the book I wrote in 2012. I mean, I was a third of the way through my first novel, and it was like a curtain came down from the universe, and I just could not write anymore, except for the Warriors Away and Soldier Soul book. And then,
that was your mission at the time.
And I finished that in 2012, and then the curtain went back up, and I was able to continue writing on the novels. So that's weird.
Yep. And then next one, we got a couple of We're Not Worthies back to back. First one from Dynaside 13, $100. Can't help much with the fuckery, but take some money for a stiff drink on me. Tough times won't negate all the good work that you've done, from Life Save 351 to the regiment and its commanders. Cheers and Godspeed, and thanks for all you guys have done and still do.
We will keep going.
Absolutely. And Kenj 1090 comes in with 50. He says, "You lost the battle pop, but not the war. It's time to get medieval."
It is. He's right.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm at a loss here. I mean, I literally spent a decade trying to, break into the mainstream. Couldn't do it. I mean,
we're not done. We're still here.
I get it. But I mean, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It's a kick in the dick, but we're still here and we're still not worthy.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Yeah, I'm going to call you on this one. Did you get the whole stack on your shoulder? I'm just the MI weenie, and I'm the one calling for let's keep going. You're like, I don't know what to do. You keep going. Sir, sit down. I'll brief you. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to quit. I'm not a quitting type.
I know you're not going to quit.
Just right now I'm regrouping. I got to come up with a plan.
Like I said, it's a kick in the dick. So all you can do is just whine and bitch about it for a little while, put some ice on your balls, and then come back swinging even harder.
How is Jimmy the voice of reason here?
I know. But here's the thing, though: is this whole thing requires money.
Yes, we'll figure that out too.
We've got. I mean, I just lost 60% of my income with that channel for this.
Okay.
I mean that's a huge fucking hit.
We will adjust accordingly.
All right.
Yep.
We will adjust accordingly.
I will continue to pester Team YouTube on Twitter every single day for the rest of my life until the Redonkulas channel is reinstated to its proper owners.
Yeah, but you can get. I mean, they're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, they're on Twitter. Yeah, it is ridiculous.
I think we need to call to their attention. We didn't call their attention that this channel actually saves lives. That this is a veterans channel that actually saves lives. And if we can get enough of that out there, if we can get all of the viewers to get on whatever social media you're on and say, hey, Redonkulas actually saves veterans' lives, you need to restore this. Now, if 2 or 3 people do that, they can, okay, that's nice. But if 1,000 people do that, now they're going to take notice. And if more than 1,000 people do that, they're really going to they have to take notice because it becomes a problem for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's my theory at any rate.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
But the thing is I got to figure out a way to get in front of more people in a quicker way than we're doing. And
I think some of what we did on Tuesday night might, because those guys seem to have some contacts that we don't have.
Okay.
Which might be.
No, yeah. Listen, I'm totally cool with dedicating Tuesdays or some Tuesdays to going back to our roots and going after that shit as well, because the divorce and the custody thing.
I'm planning on 3 episodes for that.
All right. Hey, Jimmy, how many people we have watching right now?
Let's see. We'll jump over the year. We got 173 over on the YouTube side. Do a quick refresh on the Rumble. Got 526.
Rumble, yeah.
Yep, 129 likes and 1 thumbs down. Aw, well, take that thumbs down, shove it up your ass.
No, we want to hear about it. Thumbs down, please. Please comment. We want to hear what you have to say, even if you only throw $1 at us. We want to hear what you have to say. Please, we want to hear it.
Looks like 26 over on MGTOW side, 20 on Odyssey, and 6 over on D Live.
Yeah, we're gonna probably rotate out Twitch and D Live. I mean there's no, we're not getting any return on our investment on those two channels, and we've been streaming to them for almost half a decade now. So it might be time to move on to something else.
Okay. So let's do that.
Yeah, and then we see if we can find some other platforms to stream to. I like Brighteon. Are they still around?
I don't know. Let's find out.
And can we stream to Gab?
Gab doesn't have streaming yet. They had streaming and then it went away.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck them then.
Yeah, fuck them.
So if you guys find any other platforms,
a lot of the Fediverse channels have streaming, and Fedi's got quite a thing going on these days. There are a lot of Fedi channels out there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We got to figure something out. If you guys, listen, you guys do the recon for us, okay? If you find other video platforms that do live streaming, send them the link to Redonkulas pop at gmail.com. That's another thing we got to do is, because I lost so much shit on that Gmail account. So
look, that whole incident was less than 12 hours long. Yeah. They do routine backups. So I'm not saying that it can be done, but I'm saying in any practical environment of that kind, there are backups.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out. I mean, but the thing is, you can't get a hold of anyone at customer service to do that.
Yeah.
You can literally get a hold of nobody at Google.
No, everything's got to be done through Twitter. And then even then, you're still dealing with a bot or an AI that's just shelling out the prompts to say, oh, well, click this link and try this, try that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be, sorry, it's going to be a Pajit reading off of a script.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
If I can't change the email on X, we might have to start another Twitter and then stream to that one.
For the love of God.
Yeah.
We'll figure it all out. We'll figure it. We took a hit. Let's take the hit. Let's drive on.
Yep.
It could be a lot worse.
Emphasizing on a plane. Of course, I can't put the tree down now. Emphasizing on a plane. Of course, I'm going to synthesize the smallest member of my family. Emphasizing on a plane. Of course, the armrest is digging. Emphasizing on a plane. Of course, I have to shimmy down the aisle sideways.
Do these people not understand
Emphasizing on a plane. Of course, I need to see my lip sector.
My first thought of that was, this is all fucking AI.
No,
but it's not.
These people are painfully real.
Well, here's the thing about these.
People are painfully real, man.
Listen, here's something about these broad stroke fat bitches that you got to understand.
Yeah.
To get that fat, you have to have an insane amount of narcissism.
Yes.
Coupled with extreme lack of self-control.
Also, yes.
So they're selfish, they have no self-control, but yet we have to modify all of our fucking aircraft and all of the doorways and everything to accompany 400-pound people who are fat because they did it to themselves. They're not disabled. It's not like, they're missing arms and legs and we have to figure shit out. They fucking did it to themselves with double Tourette's of the motherfucking elbow.
Yep. Yeah, and if we bring a suitcase or luggage on the plane that's oversized, we have to pay an additional $50 to $60 to get that baggage on the plane. But then you got 450-pound hippos like this getting on the plane, and they're not getting charged extra.
Yeah.
So
I had some high school friends. You might actually know one of them. I'll tell you his name later, Pop. But I stayed at their house very briefly when I came back from LA after my stint in the Army. And at night they would sit there and watch TV on separate couches and each eat probably 2 quarts of ice cream and a whole bag of Oreos.
All right.
And
Now-
I mean like every night.
All right. Now, listen. When I was in the Army and in high school, I used to eat like that. And I loved it because I was young and I'd get away with it.
Yeah.
But roughly about a year ago, after, 2022, it took me a year to try to figure out what the fuck was going on. I was waking up in the morning with blood sugars 110 to 115. Now, typically when you go to bed and you're healthy, you should wake up with a blood sugar of 100 or less. Ideally, you want something between 80 and 90. So I talked to a endocrinologist, and he said, well, you're pre-diabetic. And I'm like, can you expound on that? And he's like, well, you ate like shit for years, and every time you eat, your blood sugar spikes, and then it comes down, and then after a while, your insulin quits working as effectively, and these spikes will go up, and then you'll notice a trend over time where it just doesn't come down, and sooner or later, you're waking up with blood sugars of 160 or higher, and you're a type 2 diabetic.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. So, I mean, I had to give up the sugar and the carbs and what have you. And I mean, I'll eat carbs and stuff every now and again, but I cannot sit down and eat a quart of ice cream, even though Evil Pop wants his chocolate chip mint ice cream. It's just not going to happen.
I'm going to call this one out right away. Jimmy, put your finger over the appropriate button, please, because Nerd Davidar sends us $200 fucking dollars and says something to push your old ass along. Stop whining like you just got dumped. You can fix this shit.
Yeah, I know.
I like this guy. Jimmy, push the button.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
So yeah, I know. I took an 8 count. I have to,
Yep.
We got this.
and hold on until the bell rings and then rest in the corner.
Yep. And Steve Kenobi over on not Rumble, but YouTube, $50. Stay in the fight. Stream out of spite.
Yeah, okay. That's a new shirt.
Yeah, I know.
You fuckers kicked us in the dick, but the fight ain't over yet. Goddamn.
Wait. This is the Apocalypse 2025. Write that shit down. I survived the apocalypse.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do? I'm just, I just want answers. Did YouTube nuke it, or did the guy nuke it, or what we can do to get it back?
Nuked.
Yeah,
Dude, we walked onto the X and it was already burned to the ground. Next objective.
yeah.
I keep saying this. We know this routine already. Your shit went sideways. We had a bad bump.
I got you.
We hit the objective and it was ugly and we had to leave.
Yeah.
Go to Alpha.
I don't know what to do. All right. Well, I mean, it is what it is.
You do know what to do. You're just bad.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad.
You're just bad. It could be worse. It could seriously be worse, though.
Well, I've got something queued up for the end of the stream that'll cheer everybody up. You mentioned apocalypse there, Dwarf.
Apocalypse, yeah.
Let's just say there's been a Billy Von Baum video that not many have seen, and it's too long to be a part of the Rumble intro.
Oh,
but it's a good one.
There better not be any music in there.
Billy Von Baum knows what he's doing.
I'll play it if there's music. Cut it off after 10 seconds.
I think we'll be all right.
All right.
Yeah, but what would you do if you got a degree in non-fictional literature, though?
Today, I'm graduating from Columbia University with an MFA in creative nonfiction.
What kind of job can you get when you graduate?
Definitely in the publishing industry, in the book publishing industry. That's more specific, but you can go into journalism. You can go into marketing. You can go into all sorts of stuff. I think that my degree is like pretty versatile. I would love to publish books. That's like the main thing. I would just love to publish books, become an author.
How much could you make in this field?
I have no idea. This is what we're having to Google this, but I feel like artists are paid peanuts. We should be paying our artists way more. The creative writing industry is just as important as business. I think, imagination is just as important, and that's what I think.
Okay, hang on.
Women should never be allowed to anything. Sorry.
All right.
So
I love my wife dearly, but I mean that right there is that's brutal.
My millennial brain, when she went, imagination, I pictured the SpongeBob meme. You will be broke. You are retarded.
Yeah.
Imagination is just as good as business. Well, business doesn't pay the bills.
Well, no, imagination doesn't pay the bills unless you make money with your imagination.
You know where this is going with her imagination, right?
To OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yep. And then there's a long, long walk.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
But here's another thing we're going to have to do is we have to go through the Wix site and we're going to have to delete all of those pages for all of those videos because they don't work anymore with YouTube.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to be rough.
Yeah.
There should be a way to bulk delete that. There
should 50 or 60 pages there.
Yeah.
Oh, we might have to have Blake do that so he can sign in because I just remembered the Wix site is connected to the Redonkulas email.
Ruh-roh.
I believe he changed that though.
Okay.
He was all over it, man, between his work sessions. He might come on later on today when he gets done, if he gets done in time.
Okay, yeah, if we don't see him tonight, I'll be sure to get in touch with him tomorrow and see what the game plan is going forward on that end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was the 17th level wizard with it. We need an unrelated email to use as the overall admin email for that stuff. We need a controller email.
Yeah.
So,
and then we can just have like Gmail that is just connected to the YouTube because you have to have a Gmail for a YouTube channel.
Right.
Connected to it.
Yeah.
So luckily we set up the Grunt Speak Shorts. That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So we're able to, still stream to that one.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. What else we got going on up here? Big Tom Mando says, I can't do much, but I'll help where I can. Pop, if you create a new channel, I will share that biatch like Amy Horton does her cysts.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
That is disgusting.
Holy ass balls. C Cousins 42 throws another $200 at it. Says, I salute you all. Hope this helps stay in the fight. Staff Sergeant C. Holy ass balls. Thank you, man. Jimmy.
That's more than a not worthy. That's Thug Life. Thank you, good sir.
Broken Pine 284 with $50 reminds us, embrace the suck, Pop. Keep it going. It's the old Orderly Room cartoon. I wish it would suck more. You know the cartoon I'm talking about. It was in every Orderly Room we ever had.
Yes, you are correct. But,
Jimmy, toss the man a thank you.
Yeah,
please.
Again. Oh, thank you. Let me scroll down there. Sorry, I was checking in the other chats. Where's a good one? Oh, here we go. I think this one is a thank you, but it's also tells what Pop wants to do to the person that took over.
Thanks for your continued support.
It's fucking punch him right in the face.
Paladin BR throws a hundo at us and says, fuck YouTube, you are worthy. That's outstanding. That's outstanding. Where are all the? I don't know where any of the videos are.
They're on the op order.
But we'll
Thanks
throw that.
for getting me some beers. Delicious. Oh, those buttons. Okay.
Those buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a hodgepodge in there. And of course, can't forget about this one because it's your favorite.
Now that's good and tasty.
Really like you very much right now, Jimmy. I don't like you at all. Knote 72 throws us a 10 and says, Jimmy, since Papa's being such a negative Nancy, hit him with a Hillary so maybe he'll pull Murphy's dick out of his ass. Fall back, regroup, have a beer about it, and rebuild.
Nah, what Pop needs is a kiss from his girlfriend.
Oh, hey.
I fucking hate that.
No! Oh, God, that's awful.
Yeah. And then we have Ken Jai saying we should get a Proton email account and use that for the admin stuff. We might do that.
Yeah, we could do that. We can do that.
I wonder if we can add an email to the Wix and then use that one. What do you think, Steve?
I don't know anything about Wix. I've never messed with
that. I don't know if you can. You might be able to connect two emails.
No,
I'm not.
Like, normally, when you have a domain and then you have it hosted somewhere, they usually offer between 3 and 10 email addresses that go along with that email address.
I'll have to take a look.
We used to have that was 2CC, and we lost. We lost that server and a bunch of emails with that. There was probably 150, 160 lives saved on that one. So, because I think we lost that server in 2013?
I don't recall.
Yeah. No, maybe it was, I think it was 2012 we lost it. And then we had a server for a guy in Germany who passed away about 2 or 3 years back, which we lost all that shit.
Yeah.
So this is getting quite ugly here. So Kenjai 1090, the Proton mail. So AF Proton is good. Yeah, I would love to find out who did this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would love that. I really would.
Susan McCartley throws 5 at us and says, "Don't try to sue; they'll win, and it will cost you a fortune." That's a fair point.
Yeah, I'm not actually trying to sue for the fact. All I really need to do is get to discovery, and once I get to discovery, they're going to settle because then I get to dig through all their shit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Either that or that reminds me of another meme. When Peter Griffin goes to talk to the guy that knocked up Meg, I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. Dad, why are you carrying a shotgun? I just want to talk to him.
True story.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, literally, they're a $250 billion company who's dominated the entire internet, and you can't get a hold of them for anything.
Yeah.
You literally can't.
That's true.
Even if you do, maybe you'll talk to a raghead in India with a dot on their head.
Right.
Yeah, this is. I am fucking beyond pissed off. I'm just curious what we could do.
I don't know, man. On this particular one, I know
we're going to have to the Wix site.
We're going to have to sit down, write everything out, figure it out.
We have to revamp the Wix site. So that's going to happen.
Yep.
And then we have to set up.
I'm going to need access to Grunt Speak Shorts so I can keep uploading. Oh, we've lost the entire video library.
Yep. All of that shit that was on their main one is gone.
You forgot.
All 2,100 videos. Boom, gone.
Oh, you forgot. We've got to find a way to recover that.
Yeah.
I do have I can do the live streams because I've got those all saved up on a external hard drive. At least the ones that we've been doing since you guys brought me in. I've got
Right.
every single one of them,
Okay.
or the majority of them, so I can be on that end and repost those.
Yeah. Well, the live streams. Look, I mean, the live streams. Yeah. I mean,
We have those over on Rumble too, though.
Yeah, I think most of the live streams are on Rumble. I'm talking about the old catalog, like the first 5 years.
Yeah.
All of that was on the original YouTube channel. But we do have hard backups on hard drives because I believe we have 70 terabytes worth of shit.
Does Blake really have all of that archived?
Yeah, he does.
How many terabytes does the guy have? He's got to have like 3 petabytes of data.
No, he's got like 170 terabytes worth of shit in his house.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing is, I'll have to bring some of those hard drives here, and then because I'm retired and I could probably upload 5 or 6 a day, but that'll still take me, 6 months to do.
You can upload more than that a day.
Well, if I have 2 or 3 people uploading, 3 to 5 a day, we'll go through a lot quicker.
Yeah. We need to find somewhere to centralize that.
Yeah, we need to figure that out because I think that would be huge.
Wow, what a shit show!
Yeah, it is. It is a shit show, and it
Barrett
doesn't-
Musing throws $10 at us and says, "For the mission," and then shortly before that, William Crane throws $100 at us and says, "You pull your head out of your ass, Top, and you get mean. My fucking dog died today. My tech has gone to shit, and my work data went tits up too. Fuck this day. Drink."
Well, we can't.
Baby.
I was gonna say we can't drink because you didn't say the word.
I
He
said the word.
He said
There,
the word.
I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
See, my whole thing is, we have to get people from the regiment to act as PRs for the channel. Meaning, every video that comes out, we need to have, them uploading it to all of their social media as much as they possibly can. Put it on blogs.
That'd really help.
Put it on Reddit. I know they hate me on Reddit, but I don't care.
Look,
it has to
they
happen.
can only the people who are in charge of things like the VA and the veterans groups and all that can only ignore us for so long. When it starts to get to be more and more guys, the way they've been able to ignore us has just been you and me, Pop, and
I
a
know.
handful of other people.
If we get 1,000 guys
Yeah.
who get on board with this, and every time a video comes out, we have 1,000 guys, and each guy shares it between 5 and 10 times on their social media. That is a huge digital footprint that cannot be ignored.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's 10,000 uploads or shares right out of the gate, and then we'll take it from there.
Yep. It just dawned on me who the dwarf with the whole drink thing reminds me of. You ever see the show The Blacklist?
Yes, I enjoyed it. Oh yeah,
the DMV guy
who like knows
It's
everything.
just straight up. Yeah, exactly. It's just totally reminded me of the DMV guy who knows everything.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Hopefully, the fates will throw something our way, and we'll be able to recover from this.
We'll figure it out. This too shall pass.
All right. I mean,
Well, people are plugging us on Twitter anyway. Thanks, that bearded patriot guy. I see you out there. There's Jimmy Bones saying, "Hey, go watch us on some of the other channels." I don't know who the Jimmy Bones guy is, though.
Hey, he sounds like a dick.
Sounds like a dick.
I mean, I did get a email a DM on my Twitter from Team YouTube, but
yeah,
That was at 2:16 p.m. And then
Oh.
I gave them the information they wanted, and I've heard nothing back.
Yep.
Well, it is a big company, so there is that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just beyond pissed right now.
I understand. I understand. Let's see what else is going on over here.
Well, while you figure that out, I'll catch up on some Rumble chats here. I know we got
Yeah.
read out the big ones here. First one from Flashgate, or were Rumble and local side messed with? Not that we are aware of. I don't believe so.
We changed all the passwords. As soon as this happened, I had Blake on the phone, and we're like, oh, fuck.
Change it all. Change everything.
Yeah, we're going to have to actually have different passwords for different stuff. And
Yeah.
we're going to have to change them once a month. We're just going to have to do an OPSEC rotation. The old SOI, throw it away, make a new one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Change the key tapes.
That's
Do
right.
you remember do you remember key tapes?
Yes, I do. They sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
For those of you digital kiddies out there, we actually had crypto gear that relied on a strip of fragile paper with some holes punched in it that you ran through a thing, and that was your encryption.
Yeah.
That's real. It was called a KYK. KYK.
Let's see. Next one here comes from Susan McCarley. Says, at best, I expect YouTube to stall, but won't be surprised if they nuke the channel. Yep.
Yeah.
We already looked into that, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Hopefully not for long. Let's see. 68 Barracuda says, do not doubt that this hack of your ULube wasn't done by ULube.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. Do not doubt the depths of those evil hairless monkeys will sink to.
Correct.
Yep. See, Tantalum 180 says, damn, Pop, you did nothing involving your identity through Fondle Slab smartphone. It's way too fucking vulnerable. Dwarf, who tried to win Arrow yet?
Yeah, I typically don't do shit over my phone. I mean, I answer emails and stuff. I don't even have Facebook on my phone. I just have it on laptops. That's it.
Yeah, I got it on my
haven't
phone.
had
I barely
Facebook
use
in
it.
13 years.
You what?
What?
You haven't had Facebook in what?
13 years.
13 years? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had 3 Facebook profiles deleted in the past 8 years. Or 9 years.
Wow.
I lost two Twitter accounts before Elon bought it. So,
yeah.
Let's see. MX Stilgar says, Steve Battledorf, what flavor are you vaping tonight? I tried vaping 9 years ago, all different flavors, but went right back to the cigs.
I just like regular Cuban tobacco flavor.
You gotta
look
be careful with
point blank. If cigarettes weren't $8 a pack, I'd still be smoking. I enjoy it. I liked it.
You do realize you can roll your own tobacco, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is they don't really know the long-term outcome of the constant vaping.
I don't constantly vape.
Okay.
I do not constantly vape. I vape at night. I vape sometimes on the show. And frankly, I don't really inhale.
Yeah, that's what Clinton said.
No, that's swallow.
No, that's what Monica said.
Oh, hey!
Oh, no!
Devil in the blue dress.
Yeah. See, For the Emperor throws in $5, says, I don't have money to play with having a blown head gasket on my truck, and that's going to cost $2,200 to fix. Fuck.
Yeah, it is.
So here's some money for the cause. Fuck
Thanks,
you.
man.
Thank you, man.
Every little tiny bit helps, believe me.
A blown head gasket is a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not a donation. Well, it kind of is a donation, but it really isn't. Lou Church said $200 just sent to the Cash App to help rebuild.
Oh,
that's also another thing we're gonna have to look into as well, and change some stuff up around for that too.
Why?
For Cash App, because the email got compromised.
Yeah.
Because I can't log into the email to read the Cash Apps.
Ruh-roh.
So yeah, that's another thing to write down so we can get that fixed.
Well, I have the Cash App right here on my phone, so let me see if I can get to it.
All righty. Well, while you do that, we got Jerry Conway coming back, aka Mr. MX Stilgar. YouTube is CCP ComiTube, same as FB is CCP Comic Book. CCP Comic Book banned me completely 2 years ago, and I'm very proud of that. Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
so-
I just got off of most social media. I have some lurker accounts here and there. A couple of you know that I've got a Twitter account where I just kind of rant at people to see what happens.
All right. So one of the cash apps is from Dead Coyote, $200.
Okay.
So you're able to get your channel and stuff back. Let's see. HK Cunt sent $5. And screw it. I'm already broke. Let's see. We got Travis sent 20 in. He said for the booze cruise. Let's see. Rusty Shackelford, take my money for the cause.
Thanks, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate all you guys helping out. As you can see, there's a lot. I mean, just watching the massacre on YouTube tonight, there's really a lot that goes into making this show. There's so much that goes on in the background that most people never see or hear about it at all. This has been a long endeavor. It started out with Pop just creating Second Class Citizen. And I remember when Second Class Citizen was just an idea and you didn't even have the LLC or the 501. You didn't have anything done. You had a couple of videos up, and then you showed me Purple Heart's Final Beat, and then you and I made a couple of videos together. I think you had like 3 or 4 videos at that time. And then we did a radio show for a little bit.
Yeah. And I would like to be able to find that guy and see if he still does that.
Yeah.
You know what we could try to do is anybody out there, if you guys can do some research to see if we can get on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, if we're going to get fucked with, let's try to see if we can expand our reach. So, I mean, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
I think that would be okay.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm going to jump back to the YouTube chat. There we go. One more from Semper51918 with $5 says, on my end, I see everything is still on Grunt Speak Shorts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was the original setup for Grunt Speak Shorts. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to have to set up a new YouTube channel and then slowly start trying to grow that and see what we can do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Fucking give your balls a tug, you tip fucker. Figure it out.
Figure it out, eh?
Yeah. My blood pressure's been sky high all day, too.
Let's go get some puppers.
There you go. Get this guy a fucking puppers. Some premium Berta beef.
Bonnie McMurtry.
For those that know, you know.
Yep.
That was a great show.
The last 2 seasons sucked ass, frankly. The first 3 seasons were funny as hell.
They still make that?
I don't know if they're making any more seasons.
They don't make Letterkenny anymore. They now make Shoresy.
Yeah,
Shoresy.
So yeah, Shoresy is now the main character, and I think that's what pissed a lot of people off.
Huh.
Yeah.
You can't show Shoresy's face.
You can't show Shoresy's face.
Well, they always try to do that. They have a good show and then it collapses and they try to do a spin-off and it's very rarely does it work.
I remember the wife and I saw a couple of ads run for Letterkenny where that looks so stupid. And we see the ads over and over that looks so stupid. And then one day we're like, fuck it, let's watch it. It looks stupid. And it turned out to be one of the funniest shows we had ever seen. The first three seasons were just absolutely hysterical.
Yep. A couple of hockey players come down the driveway the other day.
Yeah.
Or
Mr. Dick's Sausage Fest with his wife, Anita Dick. Yeah.
Anita Richard.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. I need a dick.
That's good stuff. Speaking of needing a dick, Let's go on a little rant. It'll be fun. I promise.
Have a little rant, okay? Just a little rant. Dating in LA sucks. Not only am I only attracted to like 2% of people on these dating apps, and you would think in LA you'd have more options, but I promise you, you do not. Nobody is actually looking to literally seriously date. Either looking to hook up or looking to act like they are trying to date you and say all this shit when they're fucking not, when they're just bored. I get it. I'm bored sometimes too. But if you're looking to hook up, just say you're looking to hook up because, like, I was really opposed to it, you know? I had my whole phase. I had my phase of going out and getting drunk and partying and hooking up with all these people. I had that. And it's fucking boring now. And I'm over it. It's not fun anymore. It's the same thing over and over. I keep my pants on. They say hungover and gorgeous, even though I did absolutely nothing last night. I need a connection, you know? Like, meaningless hookups are so boring. They're so boring. I'm in like my little villain era. Like, if you're not gonna wine and dine me, bitch, then next. If you're not gonna treat me like the princess I fucking deserve to be treated like, I don't want you. If you're not obsessed with me, I don't want you. And that's weird saying that out loud because I had a stalker that was obsessed with me. But you know what I mean. Why is it so hard to find a guy that will actually put in time and effort? Bitch, I am the tequila. I am not the lime. I am the chased, not the chaser, okay? I am never, ever in my life wasting my time on a fuckboy again. You tell me and you show me you want me or I'm on to the next one because I tell you I got a lot of people waiting. I actually take that back. They're not waiting. I've been talking to them too because I knew the chances of one person actually committing is 0. Goodbye. I fucking love being a hopeless romantic and I'm like, it's great. Have a little
Wait, she looks like she's got a pig nose.
She does have a big nose.
No,
she is so convinced of her own worth, and she is like,
she's a
5 to 10 meters from the wall at 0 eggs per hour and accelerating.
But here's the thing: is she's already been through the hold phase. She's done all of that shit. She's been plowed through. The whistle sack has been tore apart. And how the hell is she
throw the party drugs in the vada on top of that?
Yeah, how the hell is she expecting to get chased? That's another thing we need to introduce.
But she wants to be chased by a maximum potential male.
And we're going to add when we unfuck this whole thing. We're going to add the vada wheel.
The vada wheel, yeah.
So I missed about half of what she said because she started ranting, and I got to thinking, I need a beer. So I went and got a beer. So what did I miss out on?
No, Jimmy, your brain did exactly what it should do when a female like that talks. Yeah, okay. And walk away and go get a beer.
Yeah.
So you didn't really actually miss anything. You missed the standard modern female rant about how special she is.
Yeah. As soon as she started saying how hard it is dating in LA, I'm like, bitch, you know how hard it is to live in LA and survive?
Yep.
Exactly. I just had somebody really loud go by. That's okay. Wait, here's the aftermath of the girl that we just saw. Let me bring this one up because this is good too.
Can we bring back catcalling? Not specifically but like flirting. Men don't do it anymore. And I noticed this because they don't walk up to bars and they don't flirt, like at the gym, anywhere. Men don't walk up to anyone anywhere. But they don't even catcall. Like the creepy men who used to catcall don't even do that anymore. Men have gotten afraid to talk to women. I'm not saying I need a man to catcall me, but a confidence boost every once in a while won't do me any harm. Let me get offended by you catcalling me at least. I walked through construction sites today and nothing. Not even a honk from a car.
Have you seen this economy? That man cannot afford to lose his job. In all seriousness, ladies, men have just been listening to you. They are literally doing what you asked them to. And with that, they have determined that even if you come on saying, oh, please keep doing this because it's a confidence boost for me, it is not worth your confidence boost for him to have real life consequences. And even to a smaller degree, even if it's not a big consequence like losing his job, you all are kind of mean. mean. You insult him. You call him a creep. It really just makes him feel bad. So why is he going to risk that, like completely demolishing his self-confidence in order to boost yours just a tiny bit? It's not worth it.
Can we bring back catcalling? Not specifically like, but like.
Yeah. And that's where we are today with a lot of the modern women. It's like
they got what they wanted, and now they don't like what they got.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't want to be catcalled, but I want to be catcalled.
Yeah.
They got their cake, and they got their cake. They're going to eat it too. And well, guess what?
Yeah, you're
it's a kitty litter cake.
Yeah, toxic masculinity, but I want masculine men. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like that one.
I want all the perks, but I don't want to have to deal with any of the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got 357. He's Swagnum says, I still catcall. I'm just too old to do it. Yeah. I still catcall in my mind.
Right.
I don't care anymore. Yep.
I got lucky there. I get to catcall at home.
There you go. Let's see. Jump over here to the Rumble side and catch up with some chats here. Got Paladin BR says, did they get to the IG too? Because there was a bit of IG messaging interaction that was atypical.
IG.
Instagram.
See, to me, that means Inspector General right off the bat.
No, Instagram is run by one of the fans, and I'll get a hold of him and see what's up.
Yeah, I could take a look at that too. I'm still logged in over there, and whenever I think of IG, I think of Inspector Gadget.
Well, I don't even know if email was in that. His email was in the email that's lost. So,
well, shit.
Yeah. So I don't know what we're gonna do here.
I have a lot of the emails because I tend to archive everything, and I've got Proton, so I'll try to build a database and kick back out to everybody and say, hey, this is the new email.
And that's another thing that we want to do on the Wix site is I want to, when you go to the redonkulas.com, a box shows up and it says, do you want to be on the email list? Mm-hmm. Leave your email here so you're notified about all future videos. Because the reason we weren't able to grow is YouTube only shared our stuff with 1/3 of 1% of the people who subbed.
Yeah. Yep.
So if I could take that away from them and figure out,
that. Yep.
If I could, get the emails and then before a show or the day before a show, we email it out, figure out what's going on, and then take that into our own possession and not leave it up to somebody else who hates our guts.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. Let's see. Next one here is from Flashgator. Says, sorry to hear, fellas. I believe William Crane lost a good friend of his. I think a drink is in order for this bad day. Dwarf Bolshevik time. Is there any chance Angry Pop going to come out of his box?
Maybe. Listen, my blood pressure has been sky high all day, so I have to try to calm down.
Can attest. I've had a few weird phone calls today.
Mm-hmm.
I'd look at my phone. There's Pop's name. I'd answer it right there. Okay, man, I got you. Motherfuckers! Okay,
that's like my go-to word. Motherfucker, fucking fucks. You motherfucking fucking fucks.
I had too much time on staff. I'm the reasonable one in this group.
Oh no. I'm in Iraq when I was the first sergeant. I had one of my soldiers come into my office, right? Takes his arm and it literally scoops everything off my desk onto the floor. and before I say it,
you better have a good reason to do this, but carry on.
This is what's going to happen. You're going to leave this office. You're going to walk around the block a couple times, and you're going to come back here, and when you calm down, and we're going to talk about all of this bullshit right here, okay? Now get out. I was so fucking mad. But I didn't yell. I picked up all my stuff, put it on the desk, and he comes in, and he thought that I authorized his team to go out for checkpoint duty, which is fucking a dangerous thing. And I'm like,
checkpoint duty sucks ass.
I'm like, what do you mean? Checkpoint duty. I didn't even see anything. I go and I check my emails. There's no emails. I don't know, because they were actually at another fob that was like 25, 30 minutes.
So
away.
who assigned them?
Their platoon sergeant.
Oh,
so I'm like, once I found that, I'm like, okay, this is what's going to happen. You're going to leave my office now, and when you get back there, I need you to get with your platoon sergeant and have him send me an email, because I'm going to origami his fucking ass. Get out! And sure as shit, he sends the email, and I just respond, call me right now.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, and I'm like, Sergeant, first thing tomorrow, you're on the first thing smoking. You're coming here to stand at my desk at parade rest, and we're going to talk about your mission choices for your men. I don't even say goodbye. 0930. Boom, there he is. And I'm like, so what's up with this putting our guys on checkpoint duty? And he gives me the, battalion commander, we're attached.
No.
And I'm like, does your battalion commander know that we're our core level asset? And I get the orchestra of crickets. And I'm like, okay, all right. Who's your sergeant major at that battalion?
Rut-row.
Okay, get out of here. Next morning, I'm on the first thing smoking in front of the sergeant major. And I'm just a first sergeant, so I don't outrank him. And I walk in there, and I'm like, hey, Sergeant Major, what exactly is going on with my 425 guys doing this checkpoint duty shit? He's like, well, everyone needs to do their part. And I'm like,
no.
I'm like, this is what's going to happen, Sergeant Major. I'm going to walk out of this office. I'm going to go back to my office. And, I'll be there by COB today. And I am going to send an email to the corps level sergeant major, the sergeant major of the fucking army, and I'm going to fuck you up. And he's like, well, you don't talk to me. I'm like, I just got up and walked out. Fuck off. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. And guess who didn't pull checkpoint duty anymore? My guys. Because there were whole teams, like 4 or 5 guys. There's 2 teams in a squad. It's between 4 and 5 guys per team. There were whole teams that were literally evaporated by car bombs at these checkpoints. And I mean, I remember reading some guidance from higher that local Iraqi police were to do checkpoint duty only.
Yeah.
So when I contacted the Corps Sergeant Major and the Sergeant Major of the Army, and I'm like, what the fuck? Here's a copy of the policy. I have guys. This is the Sergeant Major and the battalion commander making my guys do checkpoint duty. Plus, they're sending their guys to do checkpoint duty. What the fuck?
I knew some guys who were over there and involved in that stuff, and they said what mostly would happen is the Iraqi police would perform the actual checkpoint itself duty, and they would have overwatch from a fallback position, meaning scoped weapons, binoculars, radios,
good machine
that
gun,
sort of thing. Yeah, machine gun, a 240 or a saw. But yeah, actually manning checkpoints is a shitty duty and likely to get you turned into a pink mist
or boots.
Yeah,
some of those guys, all that was left was feet left in boots.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that.
Well, first of all, like if you detonate a car bomb, that's between 1,000 and 3,000 pounds of boom putty.
Yeah.
And when that explodes, that shock wave is traveling like Mach 3.5 to Mach 4.
Yeah.
And it literally has so much force behind it, it strips the meat off your bones and then breaks the bones up into little bits, and they are thrown in a 360-degree arc.
Yeah, you're basically turned into a paste.
Yes. And literally, I watched them pick up boots, fragments of uniforms, the K-pot, and just like scoop it up into body bags. There's like nothing left.
And a canteen for what the fuck ever reason.
Yeah.
More than once I heard there was like nothing left but a canteen and a scrap of shirt or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just like, All right. So on the grand scheme of things, this is not Iraq. I don't have to worry about getting phone calls about people being dead.
Yeah.
You can't fix that. You can't recover from that.
Yeah.
I can recover from this. I literally can. I just need the regiment at my back.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be awesome if I could muster 10,000 guys at my back to make shit happen.
Yeah.
Because if we could do that, we could literally change the map of this suicide bullshit. We really could.
We just need to keep trying. Look, in fairness, we've been playing on a fairly limited field. We just have to find our way to the larger field to get all of this done.
Yeah. We have to get on Spotify. We have to figure that out.
Briefly, before we carry on here, we had a guy named Tony. He was one of our supervisors. When Dale Earnhardt died, I came into the team room to find Tony literally crying over his coffee cup with a NASCAR jacket over his shoulder. We walked in and we're like, Tony, what's wrong, man? He's like, Dale died, man. We're like, oh, we're sorry. But we were out deployed. We were supporting a task force, and there was big army there, and they're like, oh, we want your guys to do this, that, and the other. I went with Tony as his freaking guy who carries the stuff. And Tony walks into this colonel's office, puts a couple of pieces of paper on the desk, and he's got his coffee cup with him because Tony always had his coffee cup with him. And he starts pacing back and forth in front of this colonel's desk, explaining to him why we're part of the soft element. We don't do these tasks. We don't stand watch. We don't do this. We don't do that. Now, thank you very much, sir, and have a nice fucking day. Come on, Sergeant Steve, let's go. And we just walked out the door, and this colonel sat behind his desk going, the fuck just happened? Who the fuck was that guy? Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're just going to have to fix this. That's all.
Yeah, we'll just fix this.
We'll
speaking of military stories, let's make shit interesting, Gur. And we'll play this one here.
Why is this F-16 jet called the Lady Pleaser? It's because the female pilots love it a little too much. Let me explain. This specific F-16 has this distinct vibration in the pilot's seat, which happens at certain speeds. Some of the female pilots found this particular shake appealing. That pleasing little tremor is caused by a simple bolt right there under the pilot's seat working slightly loose. The brass loses their minds over any loose bolt in anything that flies. They think the whole thing's gonna fall apart instantly. And yeah, technically they aren't entirely wrong. So, maintenance gets the grumpy write-up, usually something like unwanted airframe vibration. They track it down, find the pesky bolt, and tighten it. Jet is good as new. Turns out some of the pilots figured out exactly which bolt causes the magic, and importantly, how to access it. So, after maintenance does their job, it doesn't take much work to just, ease that bolt off slightly again before the next flight. And then, surprise, the jet starts flagging for subtle vibration again and again. Fed up with the situation, the brass made a final decision. The Lady Pleaser became a guys-only jet. Why is this F-16 jet called the Lady Pleaser? It's because the female...
So that gives a whole new definition to screw job.
It does. That, and it is a perfect example why women don't belong in combat, because they'll look for something like that to be getting off when they're supposed to be flying a combat mission. What the fucking fuck? What are you doing? Knock it off. Do that.
Fucking fuck is that?
I don't care if you've got a gas-powered freaking ripcord kickstart vibrator in your barracks room. I don't care. When you're up in the air providing air support, I don't want you riding your giant dildo.
I don't want you turning an entire, $100 million aircraft into a dildo.
Yeah, your own personal freaking electro-glide vibrator. It's funny, okay, once you find out, yeah, ha, ha, ha. But if you're doing this routinely, you've got a self-absorbed narcissistic problem.
Yeah, you're right.
Imagine this scenario. A female pilot in an F-16 goes up, takes down 3 enemy planes, and then at the same time, she can join the Mile High Club back to base.
Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's just no.
Yeah, I'm
Jets
sending
are
a
used to
text-
kill people, not pleasure people.
I'm sending a text to Blake. Let him know main channel nuked.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I
Say
sent
that
to
again?
Blake a text. Let him know the main channel's been nuked.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see what's up with that.
Horg. We are attracting some attention on Twitter. People have figured out that it is me at 26actual on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm getting some follows and we're getting some responses over there. That is me. I am 26actual, all spelled out TWOSIX actual over on Twitter.
Yep.
If you
Can
wanna
confirm.
So.
Yep. Yeah. There's nothing back from YouTube, Team YouTube.
Mm.
I think we're fucked.
I wouldn't expect anything back. Just like I said, man, go to the alternate. We gotta come up with an alternate. We gotta make it work. We gotta get that going because we can't stop this mission.
No,
We've got freaking 562 guys saved.
Yeah,
that we know of, confirmed. Okay, that doesn't count the guys who quietly sit back, watch the show, and have, not pulled the trigger.
Yep.
So
how many people we have on YouTube now, Jimmy?
Right now we got 203 watching.
Huh? That doesn't suck. That doesn't suck for a crisis situation. We're doing okay.
Yeah, we do got a couple of a few super chats over here on the YouTube side. Let's see. Says yep, we got Simplify. Alex Patino here says it is tied at you, boob. Take my money, and I already sent another $50 cash app. That way it gets most of that. Cheers, pop bullshit, beaches, no drink, the screw, the tube.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what's up.
Yep. And we got J. Roger Smith with $5 says Peppa Pig over here needs her ham slammed.
Row.
The hammy slammy.
The hammy slammy.
Yikes.
Slam into hammies.
Yeah. And here's another thing I want to do just for shits and giggles. I need to videotape trying to recover the email on YouTube and showing how pointless it is. Because all I really need to do, I mean, I could represent myself, file a complaint in circuit court, and I could represent myself because it's just a big pain in the ass. Since I'm the injured party, I can represent myself, right, Steve?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And all I really got to do is make it to discovery.
Yeah.
Prove I was hacked. Show the fact that that there is no help at all. You have to, in fact, to get any response, you have to go to another platform. That will look very bad.
Yeah.
So all I have to do is get past, because they're doing a motion to dismiss. I have to get past that.
Of course they will. Yeah.
Yeah.
They will file a motion for a protection order to attempt to keep you from being able to do discovery. That's easily circumvented. Most judges will look at that and go, you can't protect discovery. That's silly.
Yeah, I know. Gotcha.
Yeah. Let's see. Alex Petitino threw in another $5 here. Says, I understand that as men, we have to learn to control our urges of the sexual type because mission comes first. Ladies, take notes.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. Listen, I was a young man. I understand how this thing works. And it is a very overpowering motivation. I mean, the call of the moon it is loud, and you can hear it all the time. It's like a drum pounding in your ear. But at my age, and all of the carnage that I have seen, all of the death that I have witnessed and had to deal with as a result of young men fucking around with the poon, I literally don't care anymore for it. I literally have no urges. I don't even, I'm not chasing, especially the women over 45 are wrecked. You know, like I'm going to put up with all that bullshit to invite drama, all of the baggage, and then I have to deal with all of the medical bullshit that goes on. Because once a woman goes into menopause, it's nothing but a downward spiral. And I'm just being honest. And at my age, I literally just want my peace. I don't want to have to deal with all that craziness. And we
Your
have,
piece, not a piece.
yeah, we have to figure out a way to get that mentality into the minds of the 18-year-old guys so they can go, wait a minute. If I trip and fall into that vagina 220 times in a 5 to 7 minute period,
Yeah.
and I slip one by the goalie, I am literally going to be converted into a motherfucking slave for 18 to 21 years.
Yep.
And if that kid has Down syndrome, I'm on the hook for the rest of my fucking life.
Yep. Unless you are incredibly lucky and one of the 1 in like 7,000 where she's actually the good woman.
It's not worth the risk.
It does happen.
It's not
What
worth
I'm saying is the exception proves the rule. I understand what you're saying. It's not worth the risk. But all I'm saying is he's got to get incredibly fucking lucky.
Correct. And that for most guys,
yeah,
that's not going to happen.
I know a handful.
It didn't happen for Brad Pitt.
Yeah. I know a tiny fucking handful of guys.
I mean,
it didn't happen to me until much later in life when I happened to realize that somebody who was a very good friend of mine was actually my missing piece of the crazy puzzle.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Anyway.
Yep. Anyways, let's see here. We'll burn through some more super chats here. Cliff over on the Rumble side. Pop, I have the whole scammer live stream on my computer under 2 separate video files. We'll send both of them to the via thumb drive to the PO box ASAP.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Let's
see. Roughneck 414 says we can still pull up old videos.
Oh,
interesting. They're on the YouTube channel, the old one, because I can't see that channel, so I don't know if you're pulling them up off Rumble or an alternate channel we have on YouTube.
Yep, somewhat. That's probably an older chat. So as far as I know, I've checked twice now. Yeah. Redonkulas Regiment no longer exists on YouTube.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep, I have not seen it.
Yep. Let's see. MX Stilgar says Google owns YouTube. Google runs Gmail. Google is CCP. Don't you get it?
No, I get it.
Google is not CCP, but it is entirely run and owned by Bolsheviks.
Drink. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Well, Google and the CCP, or well, not really China or CCP or whatever. They both have one thing in common. They both big asshole.
They both asshole.
Asshole. Yep, do not trust them. They are asshole.
That is true. Jimmy, I'd like to see how valid her anger is. Can we see how valid her anger is?
Who this? Lovely
Yeah,
person?
Let's see how valid her anger is. As I just saw the title and I'm like, I saw the glasses and the hairdo.
I didn't see the title, but before you hit play, she does look like she's doing the motion that she should be doing to keep her man happy. So therefore he can keep her happy.
The title is Her Anger is Valid.
So you were telling me that people are unaware. They're unaware that the whole reason why hospitals are not allowed to turn you away in an emergency situation, regardless of your ability to pay, is because of the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, which states that hospitals who receive Medicare funding are not allowed to turn you away. And they are proposing to cut back on Medicare and Medicaid. Talk to a caseworker. There are no ineligible people who are receiving it. The only people who are receiving it are eligible because there is a vetting process. All these people that they say are illegally getting it, it's not happening.
Yes, it is.
The point is to start the process to get rid of it entirely. And if we get rid of the only guaranteed payment for medical care in this country and we leave it all to our pockets with no support, guess what's going to happen to you? You are going to lose out on care because hospitals are going to close. We depend on that.
All right. You know what's going to happen? The prices will come down.
Yes, you are correct. Now, I know triage and emergency room medics. I know 4 or 5 of them. What? Hang on.
Uh-oh, something about chicken poop.
Or chicken coop.
Oh, I thought you said poop.
Hang on, we can't hear you. You're muted.
I got a raccoon in the chicken coop.
All right, go.
Go.
I'll be right back.
Kill it.
Kill it. Kill it. Skin it. Make a hat out of it, and come back on stream wearing it.
All right. So this is what we got going on here. All right. So in regards to what's going on with us, we're going to have to regroup. I have to, basically rip apart the Wix, the main site. That's going to take a bunch of time. I got to re-upload everything. We got to see if you guys could do some recon to find out what video sites out there we can live stream to. Maybe, and also inquire in regards to Spotify. And if you could get me on any other podcasts as a guest, figure that out and see what we can do there. And if I could get on one decent podcast, we could recover pretty quickly. But we need to put together the division of labor and figure out what's going on. If you guys are in to help the regiment, to send us an email to redonkulaspop@gmail.com, and we'll take it from there and see what we can do. We're going to have to come up with some different email platforms.
Yep.
I'm just hotboxing how we can fix this. I don't know. Hey, Jimmy, can you give me a piss break? I got to piss real quick.
Oh, Pop's got to pee, and actually, so do I. So you know what? Which one haven't we seen in a while? This one.
All right. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Give me a count on what we have on Rumble and what we have on YouTube so we can figure out where we are. You there, Jimmy?
Whew, man.
You just made a pack, huh?
I drank a lot of water today.
So who do we have on how many do we have in YouTube and how many do we have on Rumble? So
right now we got 187 on YouTube side and the Rumble side. Let me do a quick refresh on that. We got 559.
Okay. So we're about 300 or 400 short on YouTube.
Yeah, we're about 400 short.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody will be able to figure it out and find us.
Yep. Let's see. We'll jump back to the super chats here. We'll read some of those. Hopefully Steve comes back with a brand new coonskin hat. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, we'll go on for a few more minutes, but
oh yeah. Let's see. We got Tantalum 180. He's got an archive link here. Let me take a look at that. Oh, hey, it's what they should call the different kinds of booze.
Huh.
That's all. That's a good one.
Did somebody come up with their own naming convention for booze?
You did.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. That was the link that he mentioned there. So let's do that. See, 68 Barracuda says, "Pop, look into getting Proton Mail. I don't use any Google product if I can avoid it. I tell my employers at my school district the same."
Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna retool this whole thing.
Yep, this was like I mentioned before, it's a kick in the dick, but well, best we could do is cuss a little bit, ice our balls, and then come back swinging even harder.
I guess.
Yep. You guess. God damn it, you will.
Yeah, I know.
Motherfucker. Bastard.
It's fucking aggravating, that's all.
I understand. Got Bearpick Musing here with $10 says, "For the mission." And that mission will not stop.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's see. Red Sue's there says, K-Note. "Jimmy, since Pop is being a negative Nancy, hit him with the Hillary, so maybe he'll pull Murphy's dick out of his ass, fall back, regroup, have a beer, and rebuild."
Is that our duplicate? We already had one like that, didn't we?
No, yep, I think we already did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Steve was reading some.
I don't want to go through that again.
Yep, it's all good. It's all good. I was actually going to play the Pop crying video, but I was like, nah, the man's been kicked in the balls enough today. He doesn't need another one.
Listen, this is beyond that. You don't want to make me madder than I already am. I'm serious. My blood pressure has been like very high all day.
Yep, that's why you
take 2 doses of the medication. I took it at like 11 o'clock and I took another one at like 5. So normally I get by without having to take it most days. I remain in fuck itville. Fuck it. And then we drive on.
You know what? That needs to be a shirt. Pop sitting with his finger, with 2 fingers in the air, just fuck it.
Fuck it. Yeah.
I think that'd be a good shirt. Let's see. Paladin BR, $100 donation. He says, Ukfe Uj Utabe. You are worthy.
Thank you.
That's not a direct quote. Try to dance around the line, so just being careful. But you get one of these, good sir.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't say that, Pop, because you do know I have an Elvis video I can play.
Yeah.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let's see here. Jumping in through here. There's the double digits. I believe we did get from Brook of Pine 284. Embrace the suck, Pop. Keep it going.
We're trying.
Yep. Let's see. Yep, there is that $200 donation from C Cousins. We did read that one. Let's see. Mando jumping in says, "I can't do much, but it will help where I can. Pop, if you create a new channel, I'll share that biatch like Amy Horton does her sis." Yep, we read that one. Let's see. Nerdivire, I don't think we've read this one, but he's throwing in $200. Something to push your old ass along. Stop whining like you just got thumped. You can fix this shit.
Yeah, didn't we read that one? These duplicates?
We might have, but Steve was ahead of me in the super chats on the
I got
side. Let's see. Oh, now we're getting into the new ones because we have Alucard. $5. Oompa loompa doompa dee doo. What do you do when you get incredibly fat? That didn't rhyme, man. You got to make it rhyme.
It did not.
Like what do you do when you get? I'm drawing a blank.
Drawing a blank, man.
Drawing a blank, man. God damn it. Work on your rhyming scheme. Let's see. Mando jumping back in says Bolshevik. Jimmy, play the clip. If it has already been played, give Pop a reason to whine like Hillary after 16.
Play it, Jimmy.
All right. Well, since he isn't here yet because he's taking care of some raccoon issues,
He might not make it back because
probably not.
Gotta shoot shit.
But Beetle Dwarf has been summoned.
Bolsheviks.
No, don't say it.
Bolsheviks.
No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby. Everyone drink.
And I already did.
Yep.
Let's see. 68 Barracuda says, Pop, your channel was hacked because of the Tuesday stream. How do those in power fight when cornered? You are in a war. You know it. This is not paranoia. Think about what information you shared.
I got you. So, Steve, did you shoot you're muted. Unmute yourself, fat boy.
You!
So was it a raccoon?
It was a raccoon. I fired, somehow I've lost my blue screen too. There we go. Yeah, a raccoon got it. We lost 14 birds. We lost 14 of our chickens over the last couple of days.
Wow.
I just went out there. Jen called me out. We had a raccoon in the coop. He was going after one of the 2 hens we have left, but I put 4 rounds in his ass. Good. And I didn't have any cans on when I fired those rounds, so right now I've got a little bit of the ring-a-ding-ding going on.
I got you.
It's a good time.
All right.
That's right. At least you'll have a nice coonskin hat for the next stream.
Well, I know, Steve, you can go to Tractor Supply, and they do have chickens that are not quite chicks, but they're like halfway grown.
That's a pullet, and I already have farmers out here that I can get chickens from that I know haven't vaccinated their chickens or whatever the fuck they do to them these days.
All right.
So I will get new chickens.
I know, but if worse,
I just lost 14 chickens.
I know, but 4 of them were getting old and weren't going to lay anyway.
5 of them.
5 of them. So
3 of them were still laying. Okay, so my chickens go in battalions. I had 2 of the original members of 1st Battalion. Then I had 3 of the original members of 3rd Battalion. 2nd Battalion had too many roosters and didn't make the cut and got returned to unit.
Okay.
And then I had 4th Battalion. 4 members of 4th Battalion were killed by raccoons. 5th Battalion Auxiliary came in to replace the losses of 4th Battalion, and they got killed. So I got some 6th Battalion chickens, and all of them were killed. So I lost all of 4th, 5th, and 6th Battalion chicken.
Wow. That's bad.
I'm gonna have to do an AI image search after this because I think a battle dwarf leading his armies of chickens would be quite hilarious.
I have a meme that I did of battle chickens returning from the first egg wars.
Yeah.
Somewhere around. I'll have to find that.
Yeah. But knowing the climate of today, they would get ruined by all the chicken jockey memes.
Chicken jockeys.
God. Let's see. We'll jump back into the chats here. We got N2 Gas here says, why are there no handbills for 16 to 23-year-old women? with a chart outlining the college timeline that leads to Catland and Boxwind after a detour through Meth and Dickland.
Yeah.
Meth and Dickland. Oh, yeah.
Meth and Dickland. Absolutely. Meth and Dickland is definitely a thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Meth and Dick's, the corner store drugstore in Boxwind and Catland.
It really
So
is.
I can continue that map on the left. I can have Meth and Dickland, and they have to travel through there, and then they take the ferry over to Boxwind and Catland. I like that.
Oh, Pop! I did think of another place you can add to the map.
Do tell.
The Bob Bayou.
Okay.
Battery operated boyfriend. Battery operated boyfriend.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Bayou.
He's right.
Because
The Bob Bayou.
Because
Yeah.
it's always warm and musty in there. There's
Oh,
probably bugs that are
warm
going to
and
eat
musty.
you alive, and you don't want to know what's floating under the water.
Yeah.
And I believe we do have a swamp on there, so yeah, we can easily do that.
Yeah.
Bob
Here are
Bayou.
battle chickens, by the way.
Huh.
Never register your firearms or your battle chickens.
I gotcha.
There you go. And I know a lot of people give him shit and everything, and Tim Pool, his 28th Amendment skateboard is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
fantastic.
Here's another thing you can do, Steve, is get
Yeah.
yourself a 12 gauge.
I have two 12 gauges.
Yeah, and then you can get the BB shot,
Mhm.
and that is really good at killing it, raccoons and what have you.
I am anything inside of 150 meters. I'm a pretty damn good shot.
But here's the thing: if you have foxes in the hen house,
Yeah.
the minute that door opens, they're on the move. You're not going to be able to get a beat on with the 22. You're going to have to lead them with the 12 gauge and wing them or kill them.
Well, that's why I was using a 5.56 just now.
Ah.
With a flashlight and a short scope.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to the freight train 22.
I did indeed. And that raccoon found out very quickly that he had fucked around.
Yes.
I offered him quite a bit of FAFO. I johned his wick.
Nice. All right.
Yes.
Now, anybody in the chat wants my new email. It's Redonkulas Pop, P-O-P-P, @gmail.com. Okay. You can email me there. So, Jimmy, can you put that in the chat so everyone can see it on Rumble and YouTube and what have you?
Yep.
On the Rumples.
Yeah. Were you able to get into Odyssey?
Yeah,
we're on Odyssey.
Odyssey was all good.
Okay. So
there we go. All right. There is the link in the chat on the YouTube side. Let me jump over to Rumble here. And post that. So there you go, gents. If you guys got emails, stories, send them there.
Yeah, because a lot of all of the stories in that email, if I can't recover it, they're gone.
I have some as over the last 2 years I've been included. I will create an email that can be gotten to by the general masses myself. So
I got you.
There you go. And we've got NetGuy1975 said, speaking of Amy Horton, she's here and she gave you a downvote.
She gave you a what? A down what?
Downvote.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Aw. Yeah, we actually have 2 downvotes on the Rumble side. Oh, nope, it changed.
Yay!
We only got 1, but we got 208 likes over there.
Okay. I mean, usually we get 15 downvotes. I mean, that was on YouTube. We got 15 to 20 downvotes every video.
If you're downvoting our videos, if you're here listening to us and you're downvoting us, please, by all means, chime in. We want to hear opposing points of view. Also, we want to make fun of you. So, because we're going to make fun of you, because this is the regiment and everybody gets fucked with. Who knows? You might like it. You might appreciate a little good old-fashioned military abuse.
Speaking of everybody gets fucked with here in the
Dude,
regiment,
my ears are ringing.
NetGuy's 1975, he wants his favorite sitcom.
In Bolsheviksville, where the sun shines bright.
Live dwarf and Nance, what a charming sight, with Sandy the maid and Pop dropping by,
And Hillary's antics that'll make you sigh. Oh, Dwarf and Nance, they've got it made, with laughter, love, and a living maid. From morning toast to an evening dance, it's always a hoot with Dwarf and Nance.
Yes, sirree.
Pop, do you remember center peels?
No.
It's a break contact maneuver where you just break contact straight back.
Oh, that's a Aussie peel. Yeah.
Aussie peel.
Yeah, yeah.
All I remember is break contact, and it was just drills. But we did a couple of live fires. Like right now, my ears are ringing like that, and all I can hear is like fragments of break contact.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I never really was a fan of the Aussie peel. I always like to have like 3 to 4 guys bounding back in buddy teams. That's how
we were small teams, and that's the only thing that they taught us. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, in LURS, you have 6 guys.
Right.
You know, maybe
exactly.
I mean, we did practice the Aussie peel with 6 guys, but normally I broke it down in 2 teams of 3. We bounce back because when you do the Aussie peel, if somebody gets winged, especially the guy at the end, there's nobody to come get them.
Yeah.
if you go back and teams of 3, somebody gets winged, you got 2 guys that can drag the other guy back.
LLVI was either 2 or 4 guys, and we would attach to a LURS team who was 4 to 6 guys.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had limited options in the break contact field. But right now, with my ear ringing the way that it is, all I can hear is break contact, break contact. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Moving on here, we got Bubix with $2 over on Rumble. Sir, yes, this is YouTube support, sir. Please have each your every Target credit gift card ready.
Yeah.
Sure, Bob and Benzine.
Yep. But I think 68 Barracuda. Here's a poem for you, Pop. He says, here's your poetry. There once was a pop who loved the zinc, who could never get it in the pink. Whenever he'd go to town, it always ended up in the brown.
In the brown.
And now the gay cruise is full of stink.
That's not bad. I like that.
Hit the gay cruise button.
Up, gay cruise. Where's it at? Where's it at? Yeah, dang it. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Apparently, there were a lot of regiment members who didn't realize that I was on YouTube because I suddenly got like 12 followers.
All right. Awesome.
Let's see. And we got N2 Gas here says, guys, what do you think about posting the videos up on BitTorrent so viewers can cooperatively store the videos?
I don't know. What do you think about that?
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Not too bad.
Not a bad idea. Let's see. Alucard says the dog man called. She wants Pop to sing and she wants Snoo Snoo. Bring beer in a tent. Make her squeal, Pop. Make her squeal.
God damn it.
Well,
you're going to do it or what?
That's what she said. Is it in yet?
You beat me to it because I was trying to find the button. God damn it. So I got to play Pop singing now.
All right.
Here we go. And I'm not sure if we read this one, but I'm going to read it again. We got Ma 22334 with $100 and never give up.
Well, we're definitely going to try to unfuck this.
Fuck no. Fuck yeah. Let's see. NetGuy1975 is asking, what's your Twitter account, Dwarf?
26 actual TWOSIX actual ACTUAL. I am at 26 actual.
26 actual.
Yeah.
Yep. And we got Masta23 with $50. We need our own P2P, own currency that's universal and decentralized government.
Yeah, this is really stupid.
Yeah.
Really aggravated about this whole thing.
Yep. Let's see. NetGuy1975. He's following up on some Spotify stuff. He says, Spotify, create an account on Spotify for podcasters. Add your podcast's RSS feed and either record and upload your episodes directly third-party podcast hosting platform and submit your RSS feed.
Okay, send that to us in the email so we can we can start dissecting that and see what we can do.
Yep. Actually, he's got a link here. I'm going to copy and paste that into the private chat so you have it for yourself there, Pop. Click it, save it, read it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm pretty pissed off. I'm like, literally, if I could find these guys, I would kill them. I'm so mad.
Be on site list.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm a little old for hand-to-hand combat. I might have to. This might require wet work. We'll see.
You know, throwing a water balloon at him, YouTube. That is Pop's revenge.
Uh-huh.
Just a water balloon filled with nothing but water.
Yeah.
Don't ask why it smells like ammonia.
Well, I mean, let's just put this into perspective. Back in the day, I knew this E7, and he was about 158 pounds. Not a big guy. Soft-spoken. Chewed a lot of the same dirt I did, right? And then he retired. And he was one day just minding his own business. And somebody went way out of bounds, went out of line, injured I believe one of his children. Of course, that child was not a child, was an adult. And, he found out what was going on, what the circumstances were. And this other dude was about 240, 250 pound guy. I think he was like 25, 26. Loudmouth, braggart type. He got this big guy got arrested, and then he got like probation or some bullshit. Well, one dark night, that dude got royally fucked up somehow. Nobody really figured out how it happened. It's amazing how shit like that works. Must have been karma.
Yep.
Guess what? Maybe, there's always, when there's a will, there's a way. And there might have been a mechanical advantage to, implement and use. But there's just some things you don't do. You don't pick a fight with the warrior, because you're going to get a fight. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
We're not always going to let you know it's coming, and you're not always going to know what happened either, frankly.
Right.
Yep. Let's see. Jumping back to the chats here, we got NetGuy1975 jumping back, says that girl video, the stalker was not Chad enough. Future box wine and Catland.
Yeah. Listen, man, in the next 20 years, there's going to be standing room only on Box Wine and Catland.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be so many women just
be a lot of that
stuck.
Yep.
We got Echelon the second with a $50. He says, just tuned in. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, what can you do when you get kicked in the dick?
It is what it is. Hey, look, we we got a severe beating today overall, but here we are still doing the show. It's not like we're going to stop. You're not going to knock us down that easy, period.
Yep.
Correct. The United States government spent a lot of money training us not to quit. and then didn't take that away when we left the service. So we have a problem with quitting. Quitting isn't really in our list of things to do.
Are we caught up on all the super chats, Jimmy?
We're getting there. Net guy coming back says Pop gets a homo suspicion point for origami someone's ass. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he would have said that with a knife hand, so I think the knife hand would counteract at
least half.
Yeah, but how does one origami somebody's ass? I feel like that should be explained.
Yeah, well, you put your foot up there in a very non-sexual bad way.
Okay.
There you go.
Ouch.
Unbelievable.
Let's see. Starving right here with $50 says, unfuck yourself and take my money. Wait, where's my XRP? Well,
right.
Keep on charging on.
Now, listen, I don't let's just be honest. The people that made that probably aren't the ones behind the actual hacking. But the thing is,
they're trying to pump XRP.
Yeah, here's the thing. If they're live streaming from somewhere onto my channel, there should be a trail.
Yeah.
We should be able to find out who did it and then go after them criminally. So, I mean, the IP was from Moscow, Russia, but you could use any VPN can do that.
Any number of VPNs.
Yeah.
Any number of VPNs.
Let's see. Moving on here. Tomahawk here with $20 says, missed the first half of the show. It is what it is. Have some.
Is what it is.
Yep. Shit sucks. Let's see. Tomahawk again says, the lady pleaser? Really? What the actual fuck, man?
Yeah, we know.
Let's see here. Mighty Mouse Malibu. He's throwing $100 in here. I know we haven't read this one because this is quite long and quite descriptive.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
How descriptive?
He says, get in the Hog Rider mobile, load the trunk full of Pringles cans, put the gas to the wood, giving ass poundings to the shitbags trying to slow the regiment down. Fuck them. Redonkulas to the front.
Yep.
Outstanding. Out fucking standing.
There we go. And Shooter 130 says, women like to say men will screw anything. Yet women will use cucumbers, the shower head, dryer, clothes dryer, He-Man's motorcycle, and now an F-16 fucking fighting Falcon.
Yep.
Gear shift on a car. I have seen that.
Have you seen the 2-inch ball hitch?
It was the 1980s. I have not seen the ball hitch, but it was the 1980s, and I did see the gear shift on the car used for things
and stuff.
Back when cars had shifts. Nobody knows how to drive a stick anymore. This one could drive. He had a vaginal shift mode.
Oh God!
I mean, I drive a pretty good stick shift.
I'm very good at driving a stick. You didn't drive a car back in our day, Pop, unless you knew how to drive a stick.
Well, I learned how to drive a stick on a 2.5. Once I figured that out, you can drive anything.
I learned how to drive a stick in like 1983.
Not me.
Okay.
I learned in the Army.
Okay.
Just because you guys were talking about driving a stick so much.
You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code Morality Statute.
Jimmy, do you not know how to drive a stick?
I drive 10 speeds, 13 speeds, 18 speeds every day at work.
Okay. I'm just asking because you're not supposed to put the knob in your mouth, Jimmy.
I do know that. No knob is going anywhere near the mouth. It's just bad times, man.
Bad times, man.
Bad times. Let's see. Jumping back, Professor Blake coming in and says, hey, Pop, if money was not a problem for me, I would hook you guys up with a big fund. Also, we need a singing captain.
Ruh-roh.
Raggy?
We did have a request for singing pop. You guys are jackasses. Always want to watch the same shit over and over again. Pick new videos.
Look at me, I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop deck ain't for me. I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
Yes, sirree.
There you go. And Susan McCarthy coming in. The down voter invited his boyfriend over to play.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Or did he invite his wife's boyfriend?
Thumbs up takes a whole new meaning.
Yes, sirree.
Let's see. Jerry Conway says, Pop, you could get on Jim Brewer as a guest if you subscribe to his channel on CCP Tube. Jimmy, save this.
Okay. Jim Brewer?
Jim Brewer. Yes. Good dude. He played, played in the movie with Dave Chappelle about smoking weed.
Oh.
All right.
He's fun. He's
smoking weed. Okay. That's every Cheech and Chong movie ever.
Fuck, I'm drawing a blank on that. The chat will let us know what movie it is. But yeah, he seems to be a pretty good dude.
I love Cheech and Chong movies.
Yep.
I love Cheech and Chong movies. A little bit more for Santa Claus. A little bit more for the reindeer. A little bit more for Santa Claus.
I remember seeing that one. I remember.
Yeah, magic powder make the reindeer fly.
God, I haven't seen those movies in forever.
Oh my God.
They were okay. They got old.
Yeah, they were for their moment. You had to see them in the moment.
Yep.
You had to see them in the correct moment. Hey, Chica, you want to take a ride in my low rider? I got the Alpine Corterio.
Let's see. Tomahawk here jumping in and says, at 2 to 6, drove 100 miles yesterday to a farm to get some new chickens, just so I don't have to worry about Atwoods or Tractor Supply bullshit. I would have thrown a rock and hit Oklahoma.
Oh, there you go. I got it.
Yeah, I have several farmers that I can get chickens from.
Yep.
I just had a run of bad luck. We had rabbits move into the property, and rabbits are prey food, so it attracted every predator who went, oh, look, we can have chicken tendies with our rabbit.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see. Jerry Conway coming in with an amended message. Says, subscribe to his CCCP tube. He has 367,000 subs and was on SNL as Goat Boy in the 90s.
You got to send an email to Redonkulas Pop, and I will do it. I'm a little disheveled today. I'm like still fucking pissed. It's gonna take me a couple days to get beyond this.
I'm pretty sure I follow Jim Brewer on Twitter, so I'll tag him in a couple posts with some videos and say, hey, have Pop on for a show. It'd be a fucking hoot.
All right.
Let's see. Rule Man Live for $5 says, sorry to hear about the YouTube channel getting hijacked. I've always used Yahoo for all my email needs and may have one inactive Gmail email. Gentlemen, your thoughts on Yahoo for email and news only?
None of those big name email servers are reliable in that they all scrape your data and they all turn your data over to anybody who asks. And a lot of them that have been around so long, they've been compromised 15, 16, 17 different ways from Sunday. They're just simply not a good idea. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have an old Yahoo account. But
you've got a Hotmail account, you faggot.
I do. Yeah.
So do I.
Also faggot.
God damn it. Well, you know what else is not British cigarette? Of course, Pop. You know it has to happen. You got full screened.
Oh, come on, man. Not today.
Too late.
LE card 1776. Snot pocket riddled with STD pus greenish brown goo mixed together with zinc broth vag juice brownish red period blood with zinc snot pus mixed together with vomit sitting on your face pus like zinc. Bro, you're just pulling out the thesaurus of trigger words and thrown them in the same sentences.
Yep. It's just the whole zinc thing. I just can't believe that's all fucked up like that. It's insane. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm going to share one last tweet here just because this is funny. I'm 43 years old. I'm well educated. I have a well-paying job. I keep myself fit and I cook and clean, but I can't find a boyfriend. Why? Because you're 43 years old.
Yeah, you're 43. You ran the clock. The whistle sack has been probably bashed in,
blown out.
Yeah, so there's no value for a the tightness. Maybe she has a kid or
There's
two.
just no value there. What do you get? What do you get out of that? There's nothing there.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Nope. Let's see. I got a dyslexicist correction from me. It says, Jimmy, it's ecthelion. Echelon is acceptable in a pinch. Comes from echelon the second.
Okay.
Again, I'm not an English major. I barely speak English.
That's Greek.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. Kano says, Steve, I'm a millennial and I first learned how to drive on a 5-speed Ranger, gutless 4-banger, but a forgiving clutch.
I mean, it does the job.
My first car was a Saturn SC2 with a 5-speed in it.
Nice.
I love that car. I miss that car.
There are very few vehicles I have not driven. I can drive pretty much anything except for an actual semi.
Oh shit, that's not hard.
I just haven't done it. It wasn't a thing. I didn't get to do that. But I've gotten to drive everything up to a 5-ton with a 13,000-ton trailer or 13,000-pound trailer. So
nice.
Yeah.
See, Net Guy 1975 coming in and says, Dwarf, I am following you on Twitter now. Say hi and give me a fuck off.
Well, who are you on Twitter so I can tell you to fuck off?
Net Guy 1975. Yep. That should be the same handle, I believe.
Yep.
I will find you and tell you to fuck off.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
All right.
And we got Jim Bowers. We're here with $10. Says, here, take it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See, Sean SO715 says, Pop, it's time to fall back on the rally point and regroup.
Told you.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Go to Alpha.
All righty. That clears up all of the Rumble chats. So we're going to go ahead and say no more Rumble chats.
All right.
You sneaky bastards like to sneak one in on me. Fuckers. Let's see. Just to jump back over on the YouTube side. 167 over there watching. Songbird says, you got a poem about psychic warfare.
I do have a poem. It's not that long. It's not about psychic warfare. And it goes, the coffers of this country will indeed run dry. But don't you worry. They will be fed. And the price will be high. It'll be paid in blood and lead. There you go.
There you go.
That's an original for me, actually.
Let's see here. I did see one other jump in. Ellie Card, he was wanting a box wine at Catland. But you know what? I wasn't going to play it because I didn't want to pick on Pop today because today's been such a shit day. But here what Pop was pretty much all day.
Well, one, there was no crying, and two, I didn't drink. I was literally sitting there just seething in anger, checking my blood pressure every 30 minutes, like it's not going down.
I will give you an okay on one and a why not on the other.
Yep. Well, I'm just not going to day drink. I'm not there yet.
That's fine. The closest I came is I made some French surrender monkey soup for dinner, and it involved wine, so I had to taste the wine before I put it in there.
Okay,
dude.
But that was on the cusp. It was at 5:30 when I did that, so It's not technically day drinking.
Technically, you are correct.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Net guy, you fucking bastard. He's got 3 in a row. Says more, one more. Lol. Bastards. Bastards.
Gotcha.
All right, let's see here. Jump over to MGTOW.tv. We got Crazy Uncle here. Says creating a video on the fucked up mentalities in different military services that cause for the most issues for our brothers. I hope you don't mind. I place a link to your videos in the description. That is, unless you do not want me to.
All right, go right ahead.
No, share them. We want the videos shared.
Share them. Share the hell out.
Yep.
Let's see.
Share
Ghost
that
'em
shit everywhere.
Yep. See, Ghost 'em Hard says, Pop, for about 40 minutes ago, I sent an e-post link to Redonkulas Pop with Gmail with some pictures of a channel and reply e-post from YouTube. Your channel was still up streaming that XRP Ripple scam for about video about 50 minutes ago. Channel was taken down right after I sent the e-post. Check time and e-post.
Okay.
All right.
And Crazy Uncle again says, so the Squatch soaps are going to be mixing some huge bathwater into their soaps. Guess they want to go the way of Bud Light, as no reasonable human being wants her gonosyphila at her parades. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
In their fucking soap. It's a shame to see such a good company flat spin in the dirt. But if they want to bankrupt $1 million company, it's a surefire way to do it. Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
Let's see. Moisture Patrol with $50. So he gets one of these. And I'm sure I missed a few other ones, but this one goes out to everybody.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
There you go.
Yep. And we got Moisture Patrol. It says, here's some SS hard drive shekels.
Thank you so much, man.
Yep. And we got Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell here. Says, Pop, try Proton Mail or tutamail.com. Proton Mail is cheap, $4 a month. We'll go with 15 gigabytes for their drive. Never give up the fight.
I use Proton Mail extensively, and
I have a Proton email, but it's a free one.
I'm gonna have to show you. It's worth the money.
Well,
I've been using it for years.
The reason I got the free one is every now and again I get fans that are like, I need to send you something encrypted. I want to make sure it's it. Because I got a couple really good leads for some pretty sensitive stories in the past, and I had them send it to the Proton email.
It's okay. Look, we're gonna have to take a day. You're gonna come out here. I'm gonna grill some fucking burgers. I'm gonna show you how the Proton shit works.
Okay.
You're gonna pay the fucking measly $4.99 a month for Proton Mail.
Fair enough.
And we're gonna deal with it from there.
Roger that.
Okay.
There we go. All right, moving on here. Oop, that is not the one I want.
I don't want to end up being the Sigo, but I think I'm going to end up being the Sigo.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mick Tyronin here says with $50, he's got a poem here. Like the ocean whose tides times they are down, but invariably they rise. Like the trees from the seeds they arise, and heights great, and they rise and rise. After falling once, thrice, and twice and thrice, again and again, I will rise and rise. I will rise after every fall, I will rise.
Fair enough.
There you go. Thank you.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Let's see here. This one's interesting. We got your ma'am, $100.
Oh,
thank you.
Here's the questionable thing. You muted me in Rumble, so take my money anyway. Sorry about your YouTube woes.
Oh, hang on.
Wait, who muted you in Rumble?
Who got muted?
I didn't mute you.
I can take a look at that right after this stream. I will.
Listen, we usually don't mute people on a permanent basis on Rumble.
You need to be a serious dick for us to permanent mute you.
Yeah, basically it's don't promote anyone else's other stuff without saying, hey, here's the context for it, and don't spam useless links in the chat. That's basically it.
Well, the
other
thing
than that,
is-
it's pretty cool.
I have muted per show for people who get in there and start fights.
Yeah,
and you're obviously just in there to start a fight.
or you're drunk.
Yeah.
Well,
and
that
then-
usually is why the fights get started.
Well, here's the thing, though, is like, I mean, I've looked at some of those chats. And listen, there's a lot of veterans who watch my show,
yeah.
and veterans like to drink.
Yep.
And people, they get, there's some stupid shit going on, and maybe you get muted for the show. But we don't, like, I literally don't ban people. Even on YouTube, I only started banning people when I started seeing the chat bot crap. And I just
that's a chat bot though. That's not even a person.
Yeah.
I
until-
have never perma muted somebody.
Yeah, up until about 2017. From 2013 to 2017 on YouTube, I banned like maybe 35 guys. And I usually would give you 2 or 3 chances, and you just keep insulting me or going after my family and just being a raging asshole, you're gone.
Yeah.
But I literally let people vent because there's
Jimmy will look into that. Yeah, we need to vent. We're here to blow off steam.
Correct.
This is tonight ended up being a little more serious because we got ambushed and had our YouTube kicked out from under us. But usually this show is all about just blowing off steam and guys being able to say whatever the fuck they want without worrying about offending a female.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take a look into that, see what's going on there. Because if it's just for the show, then I can understand that. But still, yeah, we don't really partake in that kind of thing.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit for me to mute you. You've got to really, really be an active asshole.
Trust me, I've had to deal with a couple back for a little while. Let's see. Moving on here, we got Moisture Patrol with $10 says, I'm still driving my first car I bought in 2010, an 05 Sentra 5-speed. Great for rocking out of a rut in the snow. I like being in control of the power output of my car.
I bought
Nothing
my
wrong with
first car from a Kmart parking lot for $250 in 1985.
Nice. You got me beat. I got mine in 1987.
It was a 1974 Ford Granada.
71 Chevy Nova.
Yeah. Oh, wow. A no-go.
It was fast as fuck. And
I
it had
know.
Had a 6x6 railroad tie for the front bumper.
Oh, so nice.
Oh, it was primo. And it had a skull painted on the hood. You got to have the skull painted on the hood. I mean, it's just the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, you had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a plastic sheep named Sam glued to my dashboard.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Any more super chats, Jimmy?
Let's see. Yep, we're going to jump over to the Odyssey side where Blankets is just lighting it up. But this first one says, what do you think about the Orange Man fighting with Elon?
Well, we knew that was going to happen.
Theater. It's theater. I'm sorry. It's just theater.
Yeah, I got you.
Says, I'm wondering if it's an Andy Kaufman kind of trolling.
Might be.
Could be.
Andy Kaufman was a genius. That guy was just fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it was. See, Blankets again says, weird, this is all happening on Gay Month.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Says Blankets again says you should do either Thunderbird or Proton Mail. They're the end to end encrypted.
Dude, Thunderbird dates back to the beginning of the internet.
Really?
That was the very first email program.
All right, well, send those to our email so I can put them in the database.
Let's see here. Oh, it's got Mark D's channel says big tech YouTube channel was hacked 2 years ago, and they made a video that I think Poppins and company should watch. Maybe similar hack, maybe not. TLDR, all it takes is someone logged into the G account and clicking a bad link.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why everyone who touched any of that shit needs to,
stop touching stuff.
Shit.
Look, if you've got access to any of that, before you touch anything that you think is questionable, at least ask me. I'm very good at spotting that shit.
There you go. Blankets coming back says, hope you can try pill.net. They seem pretty based.
Okay.
And Mark D's channel come back says, maybe worth a try hijacking Cough Assistant. The hijacking Cough is a self-service tool designated to empower creators in recovering their hijacked YouTube accounts.
Send that to us an email. We'll give it a go.
Say that again, Jimmy.
Hijacking Cough, lowercase c AWF assistant. The hijacking Cough is a self-service tool designed to empower creators in recovering their hijacked YouTube accounts.
Spell cough one more time.
Lowercase c, capital AWF.
All right. Again, put an email, send it to us. We're going to start it, Here's another thing that I've been wargaming in my head as we've been talking. Can you imagine the PR that we would get nationwide if a Green Beret is able to go against Google in a local court and he's representing himself, and that veteran is 100% disabled combat veteran, and I'll show up in my dress blues, the Spitz, and the Green Beret, the whole fucking deal.
I don't know anybody like that.
Because let's just be honest. I mean, lawyers, it's all word war. It's fucking war. I mean, I've done nothing but wage war since I was 17 fucking years old.
That's true.
That's true. I mean, my service is counted in wars, not in deployments, not in operations.
Yeah.
And I was almost killed in 2. In fact, I became so good at war, I'm actually waging war on the spiritual level now. So all I really have to do is devote and basically demote myself to the psychological. This can be done. I'm going to call people.
I just know a guy in a vertical Charlie Brown shirt.
Yeah. That's right. But how hard can it fucking be? You ran across lawyers who can't even fucking read.
Let's do it. You already know I'm in. I don't know what you're fucking going off about.
I'm just like, okay, maybe this is the bump I needed for that motivation, so I could pull the fucking cord on.
What did I say? What did I say? This is the bump. Yeah. I said that before we even started the show tonight.
I'm just getting beyond the woe is me, and I'm starting to get mad. And Evil Pop is like fighting to get into the seat.
I need the Emperor Palpatine button. Good. Yeah. Use your hatred.
It's free. I mean, if I can just make it to Discovery, do you have any idea how many attorneys out there are chomping at the bit to sue fucking Google?
Probably quite a few.
And if I can make it if I can keep it from getting dismissed and make it to the Discovery phase, we'll literally have hundreds, if not thousands, of lawyers contacting us to get on board.
What is the number one rule of an ambush?
Surprise.
No. When you are ambushed,
get off the X.
Get off the X, but then fight into the fucking ambush.
You get up. Well, yeah, you counter.
You never run. You fight into the goddamn ambush.
Well, if it's a near ambush, you have no choice but to assault through, or you're dead.
Yes,
I get it. Wow. All right. I'm sorry. I'm all right. I'm feeling better now.
You feeling better, Pop?
Fight into the ambush.
I mean, how hard can it fucking be?
Go left. Go left.
Let's see. Jump back. Blankets. He's got the meme. Don't trust YouTube. YouTube is asshole.
Yes, they are.
Is asshole.
Yeah. And Blankets. He's got another image there. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get to it, but I don't know. Because I don't know. I'm kind of exhausted myself from today.
I got you, bro.
Long day. See, Blankets again. No thunder. He says, sorry, guys. Sorry, meant to say Thunder Mail.
Thunder Mail? We already covered that.
Oh, Thunder Mail.
Yeah, Thunderbird was old Netscape.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Netscape even around still?
I don't know. I can look it up. MX Stilgar sends $1 and says, Pop! Email sent to you and Blake's email. Jim Brewer will be a guest on your show if you join his channel. He has over 361,000 subscribers. He started in Half Baked and was famous as Goat Boy on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, how do we get a hold of that guy?
Here's the thing. Let's spend a month unfucking this and seeing if we can build our subscriber base on YouTube. Because when they find us, we're looking like a bunch of just rag bags. We don't have enough subscribers.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have to fill the ASP.
Yeah.
Get ready for this.
Yep.
Netscape no longer exists. Netscape morphed into Mozilla, which you now know as Firefox.
Yeah.
Came through as a Chromium fork.
Okay.
So anyway,
let's finish these super chats, Jimmy.
All right, looks like we got one more over on YouTube. Big Guy 199 for Big Poopin'.
Big Poopin'.
Big Poopin'. And Cliff, yep, I did check my messages there. I will take a look into those a little bit later here. So we got all those up over on Rumble. And MGTOW is all good. And nothing more over on Odyssey. So, Pop, it's been a shit day, but you know what? Always makes me feel maybe.
All right, everybody, stay briefing. All right, don't drink and drive, don't drink and swim, because that never works out for anybody. If you got to fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you, flush it down the toilet. Why? Because bitches are sneaky, and child support does last 18 to 21 years and the rest of your life if the kid is mentally compromised. All right, rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's only safety in numbers, and maintain your situational awareness, because guess what? If you're being attacked, something in your environment will have changed. It's up to you to detect it. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you guys into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary goddamn problem. Play the long game. You have no idea what the future holds for you, and it could change on a dime. All right? Stay in the fight. And if all else fails, live at a motherfucking spite. And always remember, I'm the guy who's cheering for you when you win those battles, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me.
There you go. And Battledore, final words from you tonight.
Famous last words. What's this button do?
And now the award you've been waiting all night for the greatest meme of all time. That award goes to Terrence Pop for singing pop.
Now just get out there and accept the award. Don't do anything weird.
I know him.
What's wrong with me? I'd like to get the extra spicy Kung Pao.
Dude, that was awesome. That was fucking awesome, man.
I saw the video. I hadn't seen it. It was literally a case of, what's this button do?
Dude.
Funny thing is, Billy Von Baum texted me earlier, said, don't use the Apocalypse Now video because that's got copyright. So he's like, oh, here's you, use these two. That was one of them. That was the one that I had pulled up. Now, God, now I think I just got to do it. I just got to plug and play it.
Rip the Band-Aid off, Jimmy.
All right, here we go. Just because Pop was having a hard day today, we're gonna give him some help here.
There's a man they call Pop. and he can't be stopped.
Why are we seeing that?
He's a and he always takes
There.
squat. He don't care if it's a big one or a little tater tot. If it
Sorry about that. We had the extra video button up in there. Yeah,
That-
here.
That. All right, keep going. Is it
Jimmy, you shanked it.
Someone else had
Say,
a window
Jimmy,
open.
say mulligan.
Mulligan.
Okay, play it again.
looks like a pring. There's a man they call Pop, and he can't be stopped. When he sees a Pringles can, he always takes squat. He don't care if it's a big one or a little tater tot. If it looks like a Pringles can, then he's gonna take a shot. He don't put Pringles in the can, he puts poop. He puts poop and sends them out across the land to folks like me and you. Some say Pop is full of crap, but he don't give a hoot. If it looks like a Pringles can, he's gonna fill it full of poop. He's got a way of doing business, a funny kind of job. He sends Pringles can full of poop delivered to your doorstep. And though you may not ask for it, you'll receive a surprise. Pop sent you a Pringles can full of poop. With a push he did plop.
These are just getting better and better. They're getting better and better, man.
He's Sinatra, you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Von Baum. That's the man to subscribe to. Yep. Sean St. George pooping one Pringles can, and everybody won't let you forget it.
That shit is funny.
Oh man, that's the good stuff.
Oh,
You know what also is the good stuff? Heading on over to redonkulas.com. Get yourself a hat. We might have to revamp the stay in the fight and live out of spite. We're gonna have to change that to stream.
No, we can have a separate line.
There we go. Yep, still got the Pop and Blake 2024 hat. Might even still think about buying me one of those. There you go, guys. Keep your heads cool when the with the Redonkulus cap, and well, as always, keep your heads cool when Murphy decides to come over and kick you in the dick.
Yep.
And then give you a wet willy.
Hopefully you won't have to shoot a raccoon in the middle of the show.
That is true.
Well, these things happen.
Yep, they happen. Only on Redonkulus do raccoons get fucking John Wicked in the middle of the damn show.
All right.
And I'm going to be very disappointed.
Membership to the Continental is revoked by thine own hand.
I'm going to be very disappointed if you don't show up with a coonskin hat here soon.
Steve,
That's
if
what
you
she
get
said.
yourself a motion activated game camera and put it in the coop.
Yeah.
When something does come in there, it alerts you and you can go out immediately and deal with it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It out.
Fucking figure it out.
All right. It's
Figure
almost
it out,
11.
eh? Give your
Yep. Speaking of giving your balls a tug and go fuck some tits, we're out of here.
All right.
Out.
Take it easy.